Newcastle Fans TV now in partnership with Manscaped. You bet your balls we are. The Premier League is in full swing, and it means it's time to throw on your black and white Newcastle shirt and make sure you don't take a nasty tackle below the waist. Our partners at Manscaped are here to save your boys from taking on a shot from distance off Matt Ritchie, which would sting. It would sting. So you can stay clean and take care of yourself where it matters most. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs.
Manscaped has just launched in the UK and the EU. We've gone years without using the right tools for the job, but no fear. Manscaped is here with an absolute screamer to deliver the best tools for your below-the-waist grooming experience.
Lee, how has Manscaped helped your grooming?
Well, I used to use a lot of cheap razors, and put it this way, Sam, I was stinging for a few days because you've got cuts left, right, and centre, button down. Ouch. Not anymore. Not with this bad boy. Oh, it's beautiful. And I can say it has improved my love life. So that was my experience of cutting myself left, right, and centre. Sam, please tell us more about Manscaped.
That's why Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. The Manscaped engineering team has perfected the greatest hair trimmer ever created, the Lawnmower 3.0. Look at that there. Battery life up to 90 minutes. But the Lawnmower 3.0 is simply the best hygiene tool for the modern man. Adjustable, clean, easy, simple to use, and no nicks, which is very important.
The Perfect Package 3.0 comes with the new improved Lawnmower waterproof cordless body trimmer, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag for you to use when we're done quarantining. The Perfect Package 3.0 also comes with a crop preserver and a crop reviver. The crop preserver is anti-chafing ball deodorant, which ensures that your afternoon stroll doesn't end with your balls sticking to your leg. The crop reviver is a spray-on toner for your balls. It's made with soothing aloe and witch hazel extracts, which give your balls a boost.
Yes, please. Get 20% off with free shipping with the code NFTV at manscaped.com. You can be one of the first men in Europe to experience their life-changing products. Take advantage of this limited time offer for Manscaped's top-class lineup and try it for yourself. That's the discount code NFTV.
So Sam's a big fan. I'm a big fan. We've got our Manscaped products. Have you? Check the link in the description for free shipping and a whopping 20% off at manscaped.com. And people, how yous doing? Welcome to Newcastle Fans TV's live watch along. You have me on your own for about half an hour, 40 minutes, as Brandon and Carl are coming later. And unfortunately, you have me for the whole watch along because some lads are a little bit under the thumb. Your names in the live chat, please. But this is the watch along. We're back. Spurs. My voice sounds proper croaky, didn't it? Get rid of that. So we've got Spurs in an hour's kickoff. The team news has just came out and currently got the Southampton-Burnley game on right in front of us as well. Thank you very much for choosing to watch NFTV. We have a packed half an hour or so. We're going to reflect on that dreadful, absolutely appalling 3-0. Well, it could have been a lot more. Away to Brighton. We've got reaction from the fans. We've also got a few clips. We've got one from Bruce's reaction, and we've also got one from Johnny. But the team news has literally just been announced. We'll get that on the screen very, very shortly. But what we'll do, first of all, is we will go through some of the fan reaction stuff first, and then we'll come back to you. So here we go.
I think I've just gave my biggest rant ever out of all the videos that I've done, because this is simply not. This is simply cannot go on anymore. The manager has to be gone now. He has to. 2 wins in 20. He's now making McLaren, John Carver look world class now. He really is. That from start to finish was embarrassing. We looked clueless on the ball. We had no idea what to do. Okay, when you bring Hayden off, you've got a chance to bring on Sean Longstaff or possibly Carol or Gale as striker. He goes with Jeff Sonhendrick instead, who I'm absolutely done with at this football club now. I really, really am. And it could have been a lot more to Brighton, to be honest. And I've actually said it. I actually wouldn't mind if Brighton went and scored more.
Yeah.
Because if it does get Steve Bruce gone out this football club, I'll be thanking Brighton for that massively. I really would.
Fuming. It's just ridiculous. Just absolutely not good enough. I don't know what that game plan was all about. I don't know why we didn't bother pressing them until we were losing at half time, and then fucking ridiculous. Making Brighton look like bloody Barcelona, Brazil, whoever you want to. Oh, it's a shambles. Absolute shambles. I was happy but scared to see Miggy starting. I thought it was probably a bit too soon, but it's kind of one of them games where if we win, it's like so glad he played. But it was a bit worrying because if he goes off injured, it's like. But at the end of the day, we need to play with a recognised striker on the pitch. Without our top players at up front, this split strikers might as well call them shit strikers because they don't fucking do anything.
I share the sentiments with just about every Newcastle fan. I am just so sick of it now. Like, that first 10 minutes, the warning signs were there. In the first 3 minutes, they had 2 very good chances.
Yep, 3 minutes.
Literally, we had absolutely nothing going forward. The only real effort we had was Fraser hitting the post, and Bruce used that as the excuse for us losing the game in the end. But no, if he's not gone in this international window, I just can't watch them anymore after that.
Hey, well, I got 3 things to say first. Number 1, thanks for having me on the on this. I appreciate it. Number 2, get better, Isaac Hayden. That was nasty.
Yeah.
Who knows how long he's going to be out for? That's just, and it's not even about that. Like, the guy's, his leg might be broken. Like, that's.
And Basuma's reaction to it said a lot as well.
Yeah, no. It was, absolutely. I don't think that there's any malice. That was a freak accident.
Like, he was distraught after it. So
I know, he was like,
No.
So, and then shout out to all of us that we actually made it through that soccer game, football, whatever you want to call it. Like, Brighton fans had it easy. It was a great game to watch for them. They smoked us.
Yeah. They did.
They smoked that United pack, It's not, it was easy for them, but that's why I threw in all those super chats. I was just so bored. I was like, we're not went 1-0 down. And I'm like, we're not going to get 2. Even get 1?
Absolutely.
The guy plays for a draw.
The only crumb of comfort I got with that was actually watching the watch-along, because I wasn't the only one watching that. Like, it was the worst performance of the season. The reverse Brighton game was pitiful, but with what was at stake tonight, the players showed absolutely nothing. No pride, no passion.
I want to say, a couple of weeks ago I was asked about this game, and I predicted that would get hammered. But what I didn't predict was the down in the tools. I was sitting watching it with my dad, and I said they may as well be wearing white shirts, because all they're doing is the white flag's out. We surrender. I agree with you, Adam. I think Fraser made plenty of good runs today, and he never got the ball played to him. But my God, I'm 35-year-old, and this is the worst I've ever felt as a Toon fan. It was absolutely shite.
Shite is the word to describe it. It's funny, I was just, whilst I was waiting to come on there, flicking through the BBC website and reading what Bruce said after the game. he said that he could see a degree of togetherness and fight. I mean,
That's what he said.
Where is? Yeah, that's what he said. Where is he seeing that? I mean, apparently said that to the match of the day commentators, but I'm thinking there is no ticket, there is no fight, there is no togetherness. And when you're starting a game, the biggest game of the season, without any real recognised striker on the park, and then you go a goal down, you go 2 goals down, you still don't bring on any of the 2 strikers you've got sitting on the bench. It's absolutely fucking hopeless, to be quite frankly honest. It's ridiculous. But I said this in the chat during the watch along. The problem is, I'd like to think he'll get sacked, but I just don't. Yeah. It feels like nobody inside the club actually cares.
In all that time, whenever there's been a shit manager or a shit player, I've never held it against them because I've always blamed it on Mike Astley. They've employed the wrong person. Steve Bruce, however, he is a fucking cunt. he is. I don't understand this man. I agree with you, Carl. He's taking the piss.
Yeah.
He is. He doesn't play a fucking striker in the biggest game of the season. And let's be honest, we've had the biggest game of the season. It's been the last 10 games. We've been talking about the biggest game of the season since fucking Brentford. Every game's been the biggest game of the season. But we lose the game or we draw the game, we don't get a great result. Oh, the next game's the biggest game of the season. This has been going on for months. What does it take to get rid of this fucking idiot?
Yeah, that's a joke, isn't it? I mean, I finished work at 8 o'clock. I might as well have not bothered. Just enjoyed the evening and all the rest. It was absolutely shite, wasn't it? It was fucking awful. Start to finish. There was just no passion. I couldn't believe it. Not one player just seemed to show any kind of fight. I don't know, like Johnny was saying there, I mean, I'm 31 years old. This is probably the worst Newcastle team I've ever seen. They're absolutely awful. And I know, obviously, I mean, Steve Bruce, I don't even think he's going to go. I just think they're just going to plod along. I don't know. I can't see it changing. I mean, if it doesn't change, like you were saying, just the last call, I was saying, if it doesn't change in these 2 weeks, I think he's there till the end of the season.
A shower of shite, wasn't it, from start to finish? I mean, 3 minutes in, I'm thinking, get the deck chairs out on the Titanic because, we're going down here and no one's saving us. So I just looked at it after 3 minutes. I thought, how are we up against our backs up against the wall? 3 minutes in against a Brighton team that for most of the season has failed to convert chances.
Yeah,
defended quite poorly at times throughout the season, and I think we made them look like Barcelona over both legs that we've played them this season. We haven't scored at all. We haven't even got a shot on target in the 180 minutes that we played them this season. So over both times we played them, no shots on target. It just baffles me that we can go and put out a team that can't even compete or fight or show any heart against a team like Brighton at all.
If I'm brutally honest, mate, I don't even want to talk about the players because
cool.
I don't hate any one of them players.
Yeah,
it's him. Like I said, how can you go from last season where we were never in trouble? We actually played. All right, yeah, some games, yeah, it was absolutely drab, dire, flipping horse piss. But, you know what I mean? How can you go from last season being steady throughout the whole season, 13th or wherever it was we finished last season? You know what I mean? Some games, good moments. You know what I mean? I was at certain games and I was thinking, you know what? Flipping, I'm happy to be a Newcastle supporter. Don't have to worry about this, don't have to worry about that, blah, blah, blah. And you've now come to this season where, you know what I mean? We at one point when we were playing Man United, we were second in the league, and then obviously we lost that game. But how can you go from? I mean, I know it sounds crazy, Newcastle being second in the league in the Premier League. It's stupid, isn't it? Really, but how can you go from being there to what is it? 2 wins from 21 games or something? Is it?
So that was the fans' reaction after that humiliating 3-0 defeat away to Brighton, which seems like ages ago with obviously the international break coming up. We've obviously got a Bruce reaction and Johnny's reaction in a very, in a couple of seconds as well. But a lot of you are chatting amongst the lineups. So we may as well get straight to it then, because a lot of you have been talking amongst yourselves. But this is the Newcastle United lineup. We're going to talk more about when the lads start coming in the next 15 minutes or so. But as you can see, it's Martin Dubravka. Now, is it a 5 at the back? It looks it. That's what Grant Pringle, who runs the Toons Twitter account, he's got it as Jacob Murphy's right wing back, then Emil Kraft as the right centre back, Lascelles is the one for the middle, Paul Dummett as the left centre back, and it looks like Matt Ritchie as left wing back. It could be a 4. You might have got it wrong because he has in the past. It could be Kraft at right back with Lascelles, Dummett, and Ritchie potentially, but I think it looks like it's a 5 at the back. And then you've got Sean Longstaff who returns. Again, Matt Ritchie who returns. We haven't seen him for ages. And you've got who else? We've got John Joe Shelby, and then you've got Miguel Miron, Joe Litton, Dwight Gale as the attacking threat. Obviously, we knew Wilson was going to be ruled out with the press conference the other day, but there is a place on the bench for Alan Saint-Maximin, so we'll go through the bench now. Carl Darlow, Kieran Clark, who's had a poor week for Ireland. We've got some Irish followers. I mean, if you support Ireland and you support Ward Prowse has just hit the bar there. If you support Ireland and Newcastle, I mean, I feel for you, like, because Christ. But he had a disastrous week. Matty Longstaff returns. He's back on the bench again. Alan Saint-Maximin, expect to see him have at least 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And then you've got Jamal Lewis. I expected Lewis to actually come in, to be honest, because Lewis had a great game for Northern Ireland last time out. Jeff Hendrick, who's again had a poor week with the Irish. Javier Manquillo, a little bit surprised not to see him start. Joe Willock drops to the bench, interestingly. And then you've got Elliot Anderson. Now, Elliot Anderson actually played yesterday. He did. He played for the under-18s in their 3-1 win in the FA Cup against Leeds. So it was very surprising to see him, but interesting, no Ryan Fraser at all. And Ryan Fraser has been literally on fire for Scotland, scoring in each of their 3 games, and he's just nowhere. There has to be an injury. It's got to be. Obviously, you'll probably get asked that question going into the game. It's got to be an injury, because if he's left him out, it just beggars belief, doesn't it? The Spurs lineup, as you can see, you've got Hugo Lloris is in goal, and then you've got Tanganga, who looks like he's going to be playing right back. Sanchez and Rodon, easy for me to say that, as the 2 centre-backs. Regalion, who's been absolutely fantastic, great buy from Real Madrid. And then you've got in the middle, you've got the 3 of Højbjerg, Lascelles, who's pictured, and Dombele. And then in support of Harry Kane, you've got Vinicius and Lucas, which is a little bit surprising because you've got Bale and Son on the bench. It is quite a strong bench if you look at their bench. Joe Hart, Eric Dyer, Harry Winks, Musa Sissoko, Dele Alli, Eric Lamela, Gareth Bale, Son Heung-min, and Scarlett. I don't know much about Scarlett, but that's a strong bench. So they've got some big guns to come off the bench, haven't they? So there's the lineup for you. We'll talk more about that when the lads come in. But yeah, it's a toughie. It's a very, very tough opposition that we're playing today. I've already got us down to lose 4-0. I said that the other day. I know it's not optimistic, but I just can't see it. I know it's great that we've got Son and Bale on the bench, but I think Newcastle, if we can get a draw, I'll be absolutely delighted with that. Obviously, we've got the Spurs lads speaking very, very shortly, but we're going to get Bruce's reaction, carrying on the theme from Brighton.
We were simply beaten by a far better team on the night. It was a very difficult evening for us, and we have to accept it and take the responsibility for it, because it was at times a little bit too easy for Brighton. But take nothing away from our opponents, they were better in every department. Well, without the ball and with it, it was a big problem. We kept surrendering possession back to them, and we all know they're a very, very decent football team, and we didn't do enough without the ball either. So when that happens in an evening, it becomes a very difficult evening for you. We needed to get to half-time, and we didn't quite just get there. Ryan's, hit the post, but just after. But look, at the night we were well beaten by a far better team on the night. Look, we can analyse the whole thing. We weren't good enough on the night. For that, I take the full responsibility, like I should. We were nowhere near the levels where we should be, and that was a big concern, because a big game, we didn't do enough, and we knew We all know how decent Brighton are with the ball, but we didn't do enough with it or without it, and it became a very difficult evening.
So that was Steve Bruce after Brighton. Someone just made a great point, which I didn't pick up. So thank you very much for that about Andy Carroll. Where have I just seen that comment? It's basically about Andy Carroll. Why isn't Andy Carroll? Where is he? So there it is, Jonathan. Where is Andy Carroll? So Andy Carroll's not even on the bench either. So yeah, we'll talk more about the lineups when the lads start coming in. Lucas is a very much underrated player. I would totally agree on that, Ollie. I think he's a talent. I think he's a real talent. Why isn't Fernandes starting, says Callum? He hasn't started for quite a few games now, to be honest. So, Emil Kraft ahead of him. Oh, God, let's just hope and pray as well. Last one I'll read out before we move on to Toon Down Under. Let's just hope Dubravka has a good game. New dad might pump them up in the world-class performance. The lads need to put a performance tonight. I totally agree as well. So that was Bruce's reaction. And, of course, we've got Johnny's reaction to that humiliating 3-0 defeat. And then we're going to switch the focus to Spurs after Johnny.
Second best in all departments. No fight, no desire, no passion. They gave up in times. They were out-fought, out-battled. Newcastle are sleepwalking to relegation. They were sleepwalking in January after the Sheffield United game. We could all see it coming, apart from obviously the people that have control of the football club. And we sit 2 points above Fulham with a game in hand. It is a matter of time that Fulham will overtake us unless a change is made at the top of this football club, i.e. the manager and the owner. It's going to happen. But the only thing that we can change right now is the manager. Steve Bruce has to go tonight. Not Monday, not next week. He needs to go tonight. He needs to go because we are not moving forward. We are not moving forward. We were on the watch long earlier and we had loads of fans from different clubs. And Newcastle and Aston Villa don't have the best relationship, but Aston Villa fans felt sorry for us. Felt sorry for us that we've got Steve Bruce as manager. There was no plan A, or if there was, it wasn't very good, and we didn't have a plan B when Isaac Hayden got injured, and hopefully he's okay. But it's not good enough. It's absolutely pathetic. Who played well for Newcastle today? Who played well for Newcastle? No one really. That second half was torture at times. It was really poor, and you need to, when one of your players who's had probably a nasty injury, you need to kind of show a little bit of heart. Come on, let's try and do it for him, a fellow teammate. There was nothing there. And we had 2 strikers on the bench. We didn't actually play any strikers today. Didn't play any strikers. Had Miggy as a false 9. And we just ran out of ideas. And we see ourselves 17th. Steve Bruce has to go. He just has to go. Simple as that. Who do I want in? Haven't got a clue. But anyone is better than what we've got right now. Because if we continue with Steve Bruce, we'll be playing championship football. But hey, let's see what happens. But get your reaction in. And I'll take everything. I'll send everything back to Lee right now.
Thank you very much, Johnny. So that was Johnny's reaction to that horrible defeat against Brighton. Southampton have just scored. It's 3-2 as James is watching that as well. So Burnley are now getting beat. Although Burnley are above us, I think Burnley are going to be safe. But still, it's nice to see them lose because it's always a small aim to go for, if you want to call it that. If I remember correctly, Jose has a poor record at St. James. He does. He did beat with 3-1 to the back end of last season with Spurs. But Mourinho always says nice stuff when he comes to St. James's Park. As every time he goes past the Bobby head statue just inside the players' entrance, he always stops and pays his well wishes to Bobby. Obviously, because Bobby was his mentor for years. In Portugal and at Barcelona as well. So Mourinho's always got nice stuff to say about the tune, which is nice because not many people do. Let's be honest about it. just going through some of your comments before we'll move on. Mike Ashley needs to get out of the club because he's running us into the ground. Yeah, I totally agree on that. But we're not, it's not going to happen. Steve Bruce is going to stay now because this was the perfect opportunity to get rid of Steve Bruce during this international break. And no, he's still here. So he's here for the end of the season, unfortunately. I heard Andy Carroll is ill, says Jonathan as well. Nice one. And then if Shelby and Longstaff work hard, it might allow Miggy free to roam in front of goal. Possibly create attacking opportunities. Fingers crossed that we can get a bit of creativity. I bet Steve Bruce is a little bit surprised when he's looked at that Spurs lineup. And hello, Jabba. I bet Bruce is surprised looking at Spurs lineup when he's seeing Harry Kane and only Lucas. And then you've on the bench, you've got the likes of Son, you've got Gareth Bale, Lamela, Dyer, Sissoko. It's still a strong bench. That's the difference between the two teams, where Spurs can rotate, whereas Newcastle can't, because we're fighting for our lives. I mean, Spurs are going for top four, and they've had Chelsea get beat, Liverpool winning. So it's interesting to see how Spurs get on, but obviously we're a Toon channel. We want to focus more on Newcastle, of course. But keep your comments in. We'll keep displaying them and reading them out as well. We are due have Brandon and Carl very, very, very shortly. But we're now going to switch the focus to this afternoon's game, where we take on Spurs. And we've got Sai and Ben talking about Newcastle. Here it is. What do you make of the tune? Obviously, I was on your channel. I wasn't very positive, you know that. But haven't heard from what I said. Does anything that I said that was all negative surprise in any way?
In terms of Newcastle, I do think you have, in terms of your playing stuff, I do think you should be in a better position than you are. I do like some of your players. I know saint-maximin, he's been suffering from, I think, long COVID. I think that's what they said. That's what Steve Bruce said. But I think he's such a marvellous dribbler. He reminds me a lot of actually our Lucas Moura, the way he dribbles past people so effortlessly, like they're not even there. And I think he's such a big element to your attack. He's so good. And I really believe if I think he does have a good final product. It's just his decision making when he's in that final third can hamper him a lot, but I think he's a real talent who I think, like, people go wax lyrical about Adama Traore. I think Maximan's better than Adama Traore. I really do. In that sense. I think he's such a good player. I think Callum Wilson, when he's fit, is a really good goal scorer. I think your defence, you've got some. I think Fabian Schär, when he's fit, I like him. Lascelles, when he's fit, he's pretty good. A lot depends on when they fix it. A lot of injury problems. And you got like Jonjo Shelvey, who's a good passer of the ball. You got some good players. Ryan Fraser,
you were such a Newcastle fanboy.
Ryan Fraser's a good wing. I'm just saying they've got some good players, and I do agree when Lee was on our channel saying they shouldn't be where they are. I do agree, and I think Steve Bruce, he's such an average manager. He is. He's painfully average. And the thing with Steve Bruce is everyone could see what he was going to be before he joined. And that's why Newcastle, I don't want to speak for Newcastle fans, but we saw a lot of Newcastle fans pushing against his appointment, not just because he's such a downgrade on Rafa, but just because, like, where's he really been a success? Like Birmingham back in 2004 or something. That was like his best job. And even that, like, he was just like a mid-table team. Like, I feel bad for Newcastle fans when I see the rot they're setting in, and I think they are sleepwalking to relegation. I think they were clear of it a few weeks ago, but at the moment I don't see it turning around unless there is a change of manager. Now, whether Mike Ashley is going to put his money in his pocket and sack him and bring someone else in doesn't look likely at the moment.
At the end of the day, with the kind of fan base you have there, with the club that you are, with all the history that you've got, you should be one of the biggest teams in the Premier League, definitely in the top 10. And I definitely feel sorry for everything that's going on at Newcastle. I'm not just saying that because I'm on your channel now, but I genuinely believe that because I genuinely believe that because I think Newcastle are a really, really good and classic Premier League club, and I think you deserve to be in the top 10 with the kind of club that you are.
Yeah, the Premier League's worse off when Newcastle aren't in it. That's for sure. It's not the same. It really isn't.
The football and City, isn't it?
Exactly.
Liverpool, very similar. Manchester. I'm just speaking for the North. Sorry, lads.
But it's true. But Mike Ashley has slowly killing your club year by year by year. And the sooner you guys get him out, I mean, the quicker you will come back.
Yeah, so much. But sleeping giant, Newcastle, they really are. They just need a change, and they could really push on.
Yeah, we'll hope so. Let's just say we'll have to see. I mean, there's not much we can do. It is negative. Score predictions. what we're going with. I've already said on your channel, and this will probably shock some Newcastle fans. Spurs are going to win 4-0. That's how
4-0.
confident,
I mean,
that's how
I can't-
confident I am about Newcastle not performing. What do you
I can't
reckon?
see a 4-0. I can't see a 4-0. I think it's going to be more tighter than that. I'm going to go for 1-0 Spurs.
1-0 Spurs.
1-0 Spurs. What are you going for?
I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Spurs.
2-1.
2-1 win. Yeah, I think at this point with the form Newcastle are in, I think something must have switched. They can't just keep doing the same thing. They have to start changing it up. So I expect. So like, I think recently, like against Villa, you should have won. Like you played well in that game, and you shouldn't have been 1-0 down, and you got that last minute equaliser. And I think a few times recently, maybe not that West Brom game, that was really dire, but I think a few times of late, you've tried to be a bit more offensive, and I expect you to have a go a bit. But I think most of the game you will be sitting back. But I do expect you maybe to grab a goal or something. But I'm going for 2-1 win for Spurs. It's a massive game for us. If we don't win this game, I think we can all probably pretty much write off top 4, honestly.
Yeah,
so
I mean, each game is like a cup final to us now. We need to win. We need to keep plodding along. And after we play you, we got Man United and Everton, and that's real crunch games in our top 4 fights. So it's imperative for us to beat you, but we can never seem to beat you for some reason over the last couple of years. So I'm not counting my chickens just yet, to be honest.
Still got PTSD from that last game back at the Tottenham HOTSPUR Stadium. We absolutely annihilated our Newcastle that game, and we somehow, you boys got away with the draw. So, we wouldn't be that surprised if again you snatch a point.
It was stolen, wasn't it? Guess who our last game of the season is against?
Is it Fulham?
It is Fulham.
It's Fulham, right? Yeah, it's Fulham.
Could you imagine?
Yes. Oh my God.
Well,
is it home or away? Is it home or away?
It's away, so they could have fans and everything. So
Lee, I tell you something. Not to try. I'm not trying to make fun or anything. But if it was if I was to offer you that you would still be in it by the time you make.
Oh yeah,
you probably take that. You probably take that at the moment, to be honest. So I think
Would you take Scott Parker as your next manager?
Well, funny enough, Sam, who's on NFTV, loves him, so Sam would take him in a heartbeat. I think he's a little bit unproven. If he keeps Fulham up, then maybe. But he used to be captain at Newcastle. But
us as well.
I'll rephrase that question. I would take anybody except Steve Bruce in the Premier League. I'll even take Sam Allardyce ahead of Steve Bruce.
Sam Allardyce back.
Wow.
Si, Ben, absolute pleasure as ever. As I say, I've been on their channel. Go over and have a look at my negativity about Newcastle. And if it's not me, it'll be one of the gang. Will try and jump on your show as well, a post-match as well. But let's hope, touch wood, that Newcastle come off of a miracle. I cannot say it, but let's carry on with the show. So that was me earlier on yesterday. Not yesterday, it was Friday. Time goes flying on the Black and White show when I was speaking to Ben and Si. Brandon's looking very surprised. Why the big eyes, Brandon?
Oh, sorry.
Did you not realize you were live?
No, because I have my earplugs, so I didn't know. I was just listening to Johnny still on the WhatsApp.
Oh, waffling on. Yeah, so Brandon, welcome. How you doing, mate?
Doing good, actually. Woke up early today. I'm fresh, so let's get it on.
Yeah, it's strange having an early kickoff again, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we have loads of early kickoff in April, don't we?
Yeah, we've got 4. This is the latest that will kick off in April, which is mad, isn't it? Considering the next 3 are all like 12 or half 12 kickoffs as well.
Imagine how you will look like after that month of April. You will all look rest and everything without late nights for you to edit all the videos. You must be.
It's still a long one because I'm on all of the watch along today. So and then we've got a lot of videos coming up, as you know, everybody. Jonathan Slater has done a super sticker in the live chat. Thank you very much, Jonathan. If you want to ask us a question because you've donated, please do. We'll answer that, Jonathan. So thank you very much for that. What have you been up to, Brandon?
I'm just gambling on games a little bit today. Brought my girlfriend to work. Not much. That's going pretty well today, actually.
What have you been doing all week?
Working, basically. Just sitting the time out with Corona. So I hope there is some light at the end of the tunnel, but We'll see.
Yeah, let's fingers crossed. Score predictions. Well, Jonathan, I've already gone 4-0 Spurs. Sorry to be Mr. Negative hour here. Even though I've seen Spurs line up, I'm going to stick to it. Brandon, what you going with?
I said on the Black and White show a draw, and I predict 1-1. I like to stay positive.
Yeah, I think I am being positive 4-0. If it's anything less, I will be as negative tonight on the last word. So, but that's a great question as well. Who's the greatest Premier League striker ever? That's Shearer, however. I know I've seen that debate going around the last few days.
Well, I haven't seen him. I've never seen him live, so I cannot say. Yeah. But for me, it was probably Cisse or Dembaba.
Oh my God, you poor fool.
Oh wait, is it all time or it just has to be Newcastle only?
Anyone you want. I mean, Shearer's the best for me. I've seen him play several times, Shearer. So I don't think anyone gets close to him. After Shearer, I think the closest for me is if he stayed, is probably Demba Ba at Newcastle if he stayed longer. I think he could have been a bit of a legend, but Chelsea matched his release clause, didn't they? And
do you think that Ruud van Nistelrooy or Dennis Bergkamp are close to what Shearer was?
We're talking about. I knew we'd get out the Dutch players with you. Bergkamp and Van Nistelrooy are two totally different players because Van Nistelrooy was an expert at movement off the ball, finding the tap-ins from 6 to 12 yards, whereas Bergkamp scored beautiful goals. I like how the fact that Bergkamp had a bit of nastiness about him, but he was a scorer of great goals where he was just curling. Yeah, well, did he mean it? Did he not around Dabby's ass? But the thing when I think about Bergkamp is that he picks the ball up the edge of the box and just curls his top corner effortlessly, numerous of times.
Yeah.
Right, we're waiting on Carlos to join us, and then we will crack on. But what we'll do is actually, since we've got Brandon with us, we'll talk about Spurs first. Brandon, have you seen the lineup with Spurs?
I had seen it a bit quickly, but didn't have a real look at it.
Yeah, so here we come. So, yeah, Lloris, what do you make of him? Not as good as what he used to be, or is he still top keeper for you?
I think he is one of the better ones in the Premier League still.
Okay,
in my opinion.
So he's one of the better ones. I think he's not as good as what he used to be, mind. Tanganga playing at right back. For me, he's a young lad. That's probably the weakness out of the back four, because over on the other side, Regalion, easy for me to say, he's had a fantastic season. I think this lad could be targeted, especially on the left-hand side, if ESM comes on a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree on that?
Yeah, but it has to depend on how many minutes Bruce is going to give ASM. I also don't want him to risk him too much for the rest of the games. So I think we have to see how the game turns out. If we're already 1 or 2-0 down, I don't think we should bring ASM in.
Yeah, I was about to say, if the game's dead, there's no point. Maybe 10 minutes just to get him to fitness. But yeah, Sanchez and Rodon, I think Sanchez has got a mistake in him as well. Came from Ajax, which obviously you know well about, the Colombian. Yeah. Can Gale trouble them? I just hope Dwight Gale's not. We'll talk about the tune in a second. I just hope Gale's not forced out wide. What do you make of their front three? Højbjerg and Dombele and Lo Celso?
It's a strong midfield in my opinion.
Very workman-like, isn't it? Lo Celso's probably the more attractive on the ball because the other two are
mostly runners, right?
Yeah, and Bella's had a much better season than the last couple, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I do fear Højbjerg though. I like him. He's I like. We can use a player like that in our squad now, especially with Hayden out.
Yeah, he's proper scat. He got a bit of bite about him, Højbjerg, as well. So he'll obviously sit in and crunch people if we need. I mean, that's if we get up the pitch, and that's a huge if. What was interesting though, Brandon, is I will bring in Carl as well. Hello, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Just been trying to sort this timer out, but it's not working. It's doing my head in.
Well, have a play around whilst I'm chatting away.
Yeah. Well.
In terms of the forward line, are you surprised, Brandon, not to see Son and Bale start?
Bale is like a 50-50, but Son not starting, I guess Mourinho thinks it's Newcastle United. Let's give him some rest because he just came from an injury. So I can kind of understand why he plays this way. Although I think Kane and Lucas forward is also very strong, much better than we have.
I didn't rate Vinicius. Do you, Carl?
Not too much, mate. No, not too much at all. I just can't believe our lineup. I don't know if you guys have already spoken about that already.
No, not yet. We're coming on to it.
Fair enough. But yeah, I'm not overly impressed with him at all. I don't worry about him too much.
Harry Kane loves a goal against Newcastle, so
who doesn't?
we're expecting Harry Kane to pick the ball up, drop deep, play others in, or will he be just literally asked today just to play as your proper number 9?
Probably proper number 9, I guess.
Because he hasn't
5 at the back.
Because you don't really associate Vinicius because he's tall and he's lanky. You don't expect him to be a runner. Maybe if he comes deep a little bit, if Bale and Son comes on. But I was actually quite pleasantly surprised to see Spurs' lineup not as strong. It goes to show you, this is a side call that is trying to get top 4, and they've got the luxury of leaving. Look at their bench. That bench is madness. Hart, Dyer, Winks, Sissoko, Dele Alli, Lamela, Bale, and Son. That's some bench.
Yeah, absolutely. Bale, Son. I know Sissoko, definitely mixed opinions of Newcastle fans because he didn't have the heart, but we can't deny the quality that he does have when he wants to play. Dele Alli on his day as well. And Ndombele, he's come on leaps and bounds. I know Spurs fans were kind of happy with the signing anyway, but he's just got better and better and better. So he's one I'm worried about. But I do agree, it's not as strong as it could have been, definitely. I mean, even Lamela, he's been a different player this season compared to what he has been previously as well.
If you look at the substitutions of Tottenham, that's almost a stronger squad they can bring out than our team at the moment.
I think every single one of them, except Hart and Scarlett, would start for us.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Every single one of them would be a starter for us. Even Sissoko would be. Hate to say that, but I think you would in this Newcastle side. But that is the tune. Carl, what have you been up to this week?
What have I been up to this week? Not a lot, to be honest. Working. And then obviously yesterday I had a family barbecue.
Nice. Was it warm down there?
It was, to be fair, mate. Yeah, it was about 18 degrees, something like that. So it wasn't too bad. Too bad. What about yourself?
Yesterday I did. No, I just stayed at home all day. Because it's my death week this week, so I just done the new Manscaped ad, which you can all giggle at in the fan reaction later. New layouts because we've got a new sponsor, VPN. Big shout out to them, which you can see down below. And yeah, I've just been editing away. So I had a bit of a chill day yesterday after a manic week at work.
Yeah,
but
I've got a few bits coming up as well, as Lee knows about. Art of Football, we did a giveaway with them a while back. I've got some stuff coming up with them as well, which I can't wait to do. I don't think I've told anyone yet, but yeah, so that will be class. Yeah, got a big idea for a video for an unboxing thing with them, like smoke grenades, the lot, so it'll be different.
Wow. They kept the ones from the baby boy or girl, and when it turns blue,
yeah, basically.
Pop them off.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, quality, absolutely quality. So I'm looking forward to that. And yes, we're going to look at Newcastle now, since we've got about 15 minutes from kickoff. Burnley game is coming towards the end. It's 87 minutes. They're getting beat 3-2, which is small good news for Newcastle. I don't think we'll catch a mind, but it's still good news. So we'll put it back on screen. So this is Spurs, and we'll just switch the tabs around. And this is Newcastle United's lineup. So everybody who hasn't seen it, I'll just quickly rattle through it and we'll get the lads' opinions. So it looks like the club, Grant Pringle thinks it's 5 at the back. We think Martin Dubravka, Jacob Murphy will play a right wing back, Croth, Strangey at right centre back, Lascelles and Dummett will be the 2 centre backs, with Matt Ritchie across at left wing back. And then you'll have Shelby and Sean Longstaff returns, sitting in front of the defence, allowing Miggy, Joe Linton in support of Dwight Gale. Could be wrong on that. It could be 4. It could be Krath at right back, Lascelles, Dummett and Ritchie at left back. Don't know about that. And then on the bench, you've got Darlow, Kieran Clark, strangely. He has had a poor week of Ireland. Matty Longstaff back on the bench. ASM, we expect to see him at least given 20 minutes. Jamal Lewis, who had a great game for Northern Ireland, can't get in this side. Unbelievable Jeff Hendrick continues on the bench. He's again had a poor week of Ireland. Mankio, Joe Willock surprisingly drops to the bench, and Elliot Anderson's a big one because he played for the under-18s. I tweeted out saying that he won't be involved today. Well, I'm wrong. In their 3-1 win over Leeds, but there's no Andy Carroll, which we think a couple of years are saying in the chat that he's got illness. No Ryan Fraser, strangely, whether he's injured or not. Please let us know in the chat because he was sensational for Scotland, 3-3. Brandon, I'll come to you. What do you make of it?
Positive that Anderson is on the bench at least. Surprised with Sean. Surprised Clark is not playing. Surprised Willock is on the bench as well. ASM I can understand. And I'm surprised that Hendrick is on the bench actually. I don't know what to make really from this starting 11. I would have loved to see Matty Longstaff instead of Sean. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yes, we know Wilson's not back yet. Wilson should be back next game as well. Carl, we'll start from the bench and work backwards. I know what you're going to say. So if we're 1-0 down and there's 20 minutes to go, 25 minutes to go, who are you bringing on?
Oh, Maxi, mate. Definitely Maxi. I'm baffled as to why he's dropped Joe Willock. Does anyone actually know whether he's injured or what? Or
no, if he's injured,
he wouldn't be on the bench, I guess.
Yeah, so whether he picked up a knocking train, I don't understand why he's dropped him at all.
No
Probably
striker
part
either.
of the game plan.
No striker on the bench, I recall.
It's shambolic, isn't it? It's one of those. It's difficult now because we're in a position where we need to try and preserve every point possible. So realistically, we can't go out and maybe attack sides like Tottenham because I don't think we've got the quality to be able to see out results. So it's one of those where we've hated seeing 5 at the back and we despise it. But I feel like there's no other option at the moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think if we're getting beat, you've got ESM, Willock perhaps, and then you could always move Joe Linton or Gale around, or even into system, couldn't you? That's the positive. Brandon, where's White Gale actually playing today, though? Is he going to be hovered out wide, or is he actually going to play?
I'm afraid so. Yeah, together with Joe Linton probably two at front. But I just think he's setting up the team to play defensively, nick a point because. It doesn't really make sense, to be fair. I'm curious about the formation. We will say a lot more, but it looks like he's hoping for the point. That's probably why Willock is not playing. Saint-Maximin. I don't know. It's crazy. Like
it'd be interesting because obviously the coverage is on Sky Sports, but as soon as the game finishes, I mean, Sky are only talking about literally 5 to 10 minutes about Newcastle, so you're in the right place for us, but we'll get confirmation probably very, very soon. If you are watching it on Sky, just mute it. Best thing, and then listen to us three womble on for the whole game. Carl's going to get the controls in about 5-10 minutes, and then let the fun begin, let the torment begin. Seeing goals fly in. Bruce is a coward and a right pain in the backside. Get out this club and never return. I think we all echo that as well. Poor lineup, says Ben. No attacking options with real good quality. Willock should be playing. No Fraser. Get the cabbage out. Fraser can only be playing surely, Carl, if he's got to be injured. He's just had a great week for Scotland.
I don't think he is, though, Lee. That's the thing. Like I said to you, and I know I was probably making a thing about it, just that little comment just sticks in my head
looks like
that he said in the interview after that Scotland game. Maybe he's had a little bit of a falling out. I don't know, because there was no talk of him being injured for Scotland, and we haven't trained enough for him to be injured, so I don't understand where it's come from.
Only thing I can think of is like there is some sort of sickness in the club. Like Andy Carroll seems to be sick. Dubravka was sick on an international break, and maybe now Fraser as well.
No Fernandez.
Maybe.
We'll soon find out. And then we'll look at now. Southampton have beaten Burnley, so that does help Newcastle slightly because Burnley getting beat, but I still think Burnley are far in advanced ahead of us. Sean Longstaff back in the lineup. Great to see, Brandon.
Like I said, I prefer Matty, but yeah, good for him.
Let me rephrase that.
Better than Hendrick.
Exactly. Carl was on my wavelength right there.
Yeah, okay, you're right as well in that. Like, but yeah, maybe better than Hendrick for sure. But
I think
I
you
would
need
have
to-
loved to see Matty there together with
I
Matt Ritchie.
agree. Matt is a grafter, but I think we need a performance, don't we, Carl, from Sean Longstaff?
Absolutely. I've just seen a comment from, I think it was Life Goals in the chat, said apparently Sean's been A+ in training for weeks and Fraser's had an awful attitude. If that's the case, then fine. I've got no issue with that at all. And yeah, we all want Sean to do well. Like you said, Lee, he's got to have a performance. And, if he's playing higher up the pitch, great, because that's where he's better. And it doesn't, again, I'm just trying to work out whether that's possible for him, though, because it's more than likely going to be him and John Joe sitting deep, isn't it, from the looks of things?
Yeah, I would have thought Sean might be the grafter.
Yeah.
And then allowing Almira and Joe Linton Gale to try and just go and play. I say that lightly, mind. Interesting.
Fraser has to quarantine.
Matt Ritchie's just come from nowhere, hasn't been involved, had the spat with Bruce, barely featured. I think he's only played about 15 minutes in the last 2 months, and then he's chucked in straight from the off. But first, Brandon, are you surprised? And secondly, where's he playing?
Who? Sorry, man. I was reading the comments.
Matt Ritchie.
Matt Ritchie, I think. I'm surprised he's back, and yeah, I think he would play his role will be defensive midfielder. So I think next to Sean, probably.
What, Ritchie? Really?
I think so. I just don't think we will play 5 at the back. I don't know.
I can't see it being anything other than 5 at the back. I hope I'm wrong, but I can only see what we thought about in the chat, which would be Jacob Murphy right wing back, Ritchie left wing back, Dummett, Kraft, and Lascelles centre half. That's what I think it's going to be. That's what
I think. Unless when we have possession, do you remember when Hayden was at right centre back? Then he was bombing on as a right back in possession. I'm trying to think who was that. Leeds. I'm sure that was Leeds.
The second time around against Leeds, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that was Leeds when he was like, blooming hell. It might be the case that Dummett might step over to left back and allow Matt Ritchie to bomb up and down that flank potentially. Maybe the same, perhaps the other way, Murphy, because Kraft can come over, can't he? So finding that balance, so it could be a tactic. I'm just speculating here.
I'd just put this out to the chat and yourself, Lee. If that is the case, and Matt Ritchie's playing left wing back, would you prefer him there today, or would you give Jamal Lewis a chance again?
It's funny because Lewis has been great for Northern Ireland as well. He's played a game and a half and he's been brilliant.
What does this say? Do you know what I mean?
Kept a clean sheet as well. I was probably still off for Ritchie because you know what you get with Ritchie. Grafting up and down. Yes, his legs have gone, but he's a barker. He'll shout at you. Bit of passion, bit of leadership. 100%. But also he crosses from deep, which we don't actually have anyone else in the club who crosses from deep.
That's true.
So you might get, and that'll be great it would have been great personally for me, Andy Carroll, but Dwight Gale sniffing around for crosses coming in. Gale sensed that, and Gale's link up with Shelvey, assuming they're on the same wavelength, can be key for us. Touch wood.
Yeah.
Really touch wood. And then we'll move on to the defence before I let Carl take over. If Kraft, your twin, Brandon, is playing at centre-back, does that worry you?
Yeah, it already worries me that he's playing. You have other options there for sure, with the likes of Clean Clark, Fernandez. So I don't want to see him near the squad. Well, he can be on the bench if needed, but no. Yeah, I have to say though, he played better defensively, but going forwards, it's just so piss poor, man.
On if you look at that defense because you think where Lascelles is, Lascelles looks to his left. I think he's going to be all right with Dummett and Ritchie because they're talkers. But if you look to his right, you've then got Kraft and Murphy. I think Lascelles has got his work cut out today, Carl, on that right side, keeping them organised.
Absolutely, and I've said this before. Lascelles to me struggles when he hasn't got someone like Fernandez helping him with the conversations across the back line. I think that's one of Jamal. Although he's captain and we love him, I think sometimes his communication across the back line can be suspect. So I think it is going to be, if we do well at the back, it will be a testament to him and his communication today. So I do think he's going to struggle on that right-hand side. It'd be interesting to see what Jacob Murphy's got about him, because I agree, mate. He's quite solid on the left-hand side, definitely. But yeah, it's a big game for him today. Like, regardless of what he does, he's got to be communicating properly.
Chris, Sam's not in this live watch along unless you're getting Sam and Carl confused, but no.
Maybe.
But you might see Sam later on in one of the later videos, but he's not on the watch along. It's the three amigos, us three today. Krath isn't playing centre back. Yeah, there is some outlets thinking that we're at 4 at the back. The BBC and Sky have us totally different, I believe you were saying in the comments. I hope it is 4. I don't wish on anyone that it's 5 at the back as well. All right, I say Chris. So Sam thinks Brian Blessed. I don't know who Brian Blessed is. Does anyone know who that is?
Is he from? I want to say he's from Queen, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know.
Couldn't tell you. Does anyone know if Yedlin's what is he up to in Turkey? He's supposed to be on great form. Probably the case, but it is a weaker league, as Brandon was saying. Brandon's Swedish doppelganger fills me with fear.
He's an actor, Brian Blessed. I know who he is now.
Oh, right, okay. Right, that's gone over my head. So apprehensive, says Graham. Only saving grace could be Mourinho having a meltdown with the Spuds lineup. Steve Bruce is now talking to Sky. So the Sky have only just started their coverage with literally 6 minutes to kick off. But that is the Newcastle United lineup. I'll stop sharing, and Carl, I'll give you the reins now, mate. It's all yours.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'm going to apologise in advance, everyone. I thought I had a timer sorted for today, but it's not working, so I definitely will have it for the next one. Yeah, I'll shout out to Abraxas, actually, because I went through some US guys that he was watching. They told me where to get it from. So, yeah, we will be the only ones with it. This side of the pond, anyway, that's not a really expensive one. But I'll make sure it's working next time. When I've looked, it's because it's like the majority of them come as part of like graphics software, Lee. So a lot.
You're gonna have a subscription. Oh, there's a one-off. If it was a one-off, we could have just used it from the NFTV budget. It was just like a one-off.
No, some of the stuff I've looked at, mate, it's like ridiculously expensive. And I think if we put a lot of time and effort in, we could probably do some of it ourselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what beers are we all drinking, lads?
I'm on the water.
I'm on the water.
Sorry, lads. I'm on the water because I'm in the car later on, so that'll be why I kind of get hammered today.
What about yourself, Brandon?
Water as well.
You're not on the water.
It's alcohol free.
Absolutely.
What are you drinking, Brandon?
No, I'm drinking Grolsch.
Right. What's one drink I do know that you drink?
Yeah. Do you like it? Do you taste it as well?
All right. It's all right. I'm more of a sweet beer. I like Foster's, Coors. I'm quite, I don't touch the wicked. I'm not that girly, so don't worry.
What have we got there? RIP Claude, one of the main people that got me into watching other fan channels. As a Rangers fan, I've got an hour's of entertainment from Arsenal, West Ham and you lot, of course. Great content, lads. Yeah, absolutely. Rest in peace to Claude. Fantastic guy. Didn't have the pleasure of meeting him, but I know Lee has. And again, I haven't read much over the last couple of days, but I think the positive thing is that fortunately he didn't take his own life and it was natural causes, so absolute minimum shining light to take out of it. But yeah, we're all happy that it wasn't the trolls that won with that. Where are we? What Steve said? Beer or bleach, either works. Very, very true when you're watching Steve Bruce. Very true. Surprisingly, Bruce says we have to roll our sleeves up. So Chris Dillon said he knows that Kraft isn't playing centre half.
Soon find out because the lads are in the tunnel walking out now. So
I think I'm going to be a few seconds behind you.
You're watching on a stream, Carl?
I've got my Saudi Arabia dodgy box.
I've got Sky Q mini box on the go. I've got I sent you see the picture I sent you. I've got a makeshift setup here because I've had to bring the telly in.
Yeah. I was the same, because I've like sorted some stuff out. I've had to bring my telly in from the bedroom, so like all cables are everywhere. It's an absolute nightmare.
It doesn't look too bad actually because my TV is literally next to the camera.
Yeah. So
I'm not cockeyed if I'm looking like this way because it's just because the webcam's there and I'm looking there. Let's see what Sky got it as. So Sky are putting the graphics up now for Newcastle.
So I've just panned across the team.
Yeah, we're playing 5 in the behind. Richie from the left.
Probably
so they've got
10, seconds beyond.
They've got it 3 at the back. Kraft, Lascelles, Dummett. Sky have, but that could be wing backs. Then
I
Murphy,
got it
Shelby.
as 5-4-3-4-1. 5-4-1. It says here.
Well, they've got it as 3-4-1-2. Sky, I've got it as.
Okay. I think mine
He's got
is
to be
more.
playing Murphy and Richie and wing backs. Got to be.
Yeah.
What do you think is
Needs
more
to-
likely, 5-4-1 or the one you're saying, 3-4-1-2?
Need service for Gale a day. Because the last time Gale started, he was like hovering out left wing position and stuff like that, man.
3-4-1-2. Is that what you've got it as?
That's what Sky have it as.
Yeah. Interesting. Has anyone else Captain Kane? I haven't even got him in my FPL team. Like, I've just give up with it.
The same as me. When I start with fantasy football, I'm like, I don't keep it up.
By the way, my girlfriend is a big fan of the Dutch fella on the stream. Fair enough, mate.
Thank you, life goal. Thank you.
Cheers.
Pay off your coat. I remember life goals. Gregory with his Aston Villa. He's an Aston Villa fan. Our Gregory. Yeah, he's cousin of what do you call him? Adams or life goals. What's your cousin called? Big YouTuber. My mind's gone blank. He follows one on Twitter as well. Oh, Tic Tac Head. That's what he keeps getting called. Do you know what I'm on about?
No, not off the top of my head.
It's gone. Callum. Is it Callum? I'm sure it's called Callum. You'll
sure
correct us
that's
on
what
the,
I
correct us on the live chat now.
Yid Kid's gone
probably
4-0.
Callum's corner.
I think that was late. Callum's corner.
Yeah, Callum Adam. I'm sure it's called Callum Adams. It's his cousin.
Interesting. Callum, yeah.
There you go. He's got like over 100,000 subs. He's doing really well.
Well done, Lee. You're still in the running for the whatever you can win, microwave.
What microwave?
What?
Doesn't matter if someone is cracking their brains and they got it correct in the end. We always say like you're still in the running for whatever.
I've got two microwaves. I don't need it. If you need one, mate, I can post one. You can pay for the postage. It's heavy.
Jack, my stupid prediction is that we're going to somehow come out with a draw. So I'm going to go 1-1. And I know that's ridiculous.
I'm with you.
We've just kicked off. How far are you behind, lads?
Let's taking the knee.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not a million miles behind then. It's about 30 seconds in.
I'm just started. I'm like at 4 or 5 seconds, I guess.
Few people have said that, Geordie, but no, mate, this is all real. Au natural.
I'm on 25 seconds now.
I am
17.
on.
Oh, you're not far behind, Brandon.
No.
Yeah, I'm on that as well.
Go on, Miggy looks like he's on the right, yeah.
You want to pause it otherwise for like 4 or 5 seconds, Lee?
I can do. I thought Spurs had scored there. So how far are you behind, Brandon?
I'm 42 now, 43, 44.
I'm 53, so I'll just pause for a second.
Wait for me. I'm just on 45 seconds now.
I'm at 53 now, 54.
I'm on
57.
52.
Hey,
53.
Right, I'm on a minute now.
What?
I'm just coming up to a minute.
Minute 2, minute 3.
I'm 5 now already. Minus 5. 8.
Oh, so you're literally next to me then.
Yeah.
Right, that'll do. Painful match today. Yeah, definitely could be a painful match. I've got a tenner on Gale for a Hattie. I must be playing. Love that, mate. Graham, 15-minute
40,
increments. Can't promise to keep with it any longer than that. I think we'll be the same. We'll be talking about something in the chat other than the football, I'd imagine.
Oh, how are you, man? Get tighter, man. Done Murphy. That's a free kick. Advantage.
There you go.
So Croft. Shelby.
Looks like Murphy's playing right back.
Go on. Hit it. Hit it. Oh, stay the keeper. Draw Litnaval, people.
He usually starts bright against Spurs, to be fair to him.
So it looks like Joe Litton on the right, Gale in the middle, Almiron left, unless they keep alternating. No, it's 2. It looks like 2 up top, actually.
Yeah.
With Miggy
Joel
just
Linton and
setting
George
the
on top. I think so. You get probably a free roll behind the strikers.
So Richie's definitely over that left. So it looks like wing backs, but with 2 up top.
Mike, good to see you, mate.
Hello, Mike.
Thoughts on Man U? I hate him, Sam. No offense.
Can't be asked.
Diane, good to see you on the stream, Lee. Lee's fans out in force.
Cheers, Diane. Thank you, mate.
Uber Eats FC.
Yeah,
Can't see anything but an easy Spurs win.
I haven't done a live stream for about 6-7 matches now.
Yeah, you have. I think.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I did a live stream. 6 or 7 matches ago.
Nah.
We're about... I'm just on 3 minutes, 5 seconds now, mate.
I'm 3:15.
I'm 3:13. Ah, come on. That was not a...
Yeah, it's a free kick.
Yeah.
Brandon giving away a free kick there.
Who's on that?
Lucas Moura's going to take this. Now, this is where Vinicius is good because he's literally 6'5" or something, and he's 6'3".
Yeah.
It's taking a long time to take this free kick, like.
Not even sure how much 6'5"
Massively
is.
nervous, mate.
Oh, fucking hell. Jesus.
Did nobody flick that on?
That was just needed one touch, and that's in the back of the net.
Right.
Oh.
Weak defending by us.
Exactly that, mate. It's exactly that.
The full time yet? We'll score them now. Score the players now.
Tell you what, expectations for this game: 3-0 Spurs. Breaks my heart, but I have to be honest. Yeah, Lee thinks. I think Lee said 4. Did you say 4, Lee?
Yeah, Stuart, you've been more positive than me. Come on, Gail. Chase that ball. Well done. Force them at mistake. What was he like at Ajax, Sanchez?
Oh, he was great. He was great. He did amazingly well as well in the Champions League that year with Ajax. Chase him down. Come on. Good tackle.
Oh, it's a free kick.
Is
It was a free kick. Miggy didn't win none of the ball there. Looks like Miggy's tucked in for the middle.
Yeah.
The free kick, like. Harry Kane ranging it. Come on, Dubravka. Sort your wall out. Harry Kane all day, and Lo Celso's trying to take it off him. It's Kane's all day, this.
Who do you think will go down to the Poundland Prem? Sheffield United, West Brom, and ourselves, mate. To be honest,
same. After Brighton, I thought, nah, it's us.
Yeah. Brandon, you still feeling positive we can stay up?
I'm like 50-50. I just don't want to give it up yet. With 2 points in the lead and
Kane with the free kick blocked, hit Jamal Lascelles in the chest.
I just trying to be positive, man. I just don't want to admit it yet.
Yeah, I know, mate. Frankie, afternoon, mate. Hope you're well. BBC Sport app says 3-4-1-2. What would you go? Yeah, probably say that's what it is, mate.
Yeah, it looks like that's what I've started with now. So it looks like Gale and Joe Linton. Miggy's in the 3 in midfield, but he'll probably have the most advanced role.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting because I'm a big Aston Villa fan later on today. I bet Carl is as well, although he hates to say it.
Say that again, mate. Sorry.
Big Aston Villa fan today, aren't we?
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Plastic fans today.
Absolutely. To the point where, what time does that kick off?
Straight after our game, so we'll know probably by the last word, going the players.
So I was going to do a joint watch along while we're doing the fan reaction, but I won't bother. I was like, I just can't believe we need them to win. Why are they always involved in our relegation battles?
Points won the last 18 games. Newcastle are fewest with 11. We're actually bottom of the point table.
They play 5:30 p.m.
I hope so, Geordie. I really do, mate. This is your defining game of the season. It is, Robbie.
Do you reckon? I reckon it was Brighton.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Brandon's the one that's being positive. Me and Lee already think we're down. Sorry.
Stand up. Dubravka
man.
saved it. That was too easy. Went past Kraft so easy there, man. Harry Kane. I mean, Kane's not best with pace. He's done Kraft
I was
there.
going to say, he's got no pace, has he?
Done Kraft there too easily.
Like, he's not even there.
Where are we? Question for you guys. Do you think Ashley has a plan to get us relegated for the takeover to go through as a championship takers, or just rubber stamped and he gets out of just saying, no, Shane. I know a lot of people have been thinking that, but even if that was to happen, the Premier League can reject us from joining the league. So yeah, that won't be the case.
There's also
mate.
no guarantee that we will get taken over if we get relegated. I cannot believe
No,
that
that's what
story,
I'm saying. Like, if that happens, the Premier League don't have to allow us back into the league.
Yeah, because with any team that gets promoted, they get a fitness and proper test done on them regardless.
Yeah.
Cameras panned on Alan saint-maximin, that beautiful creature. Let's hope he performs when he comes on later.
So there are quite a few people that will be
called
saying that, Shane, and quite a few people push that narrative. But like Lee said there, mate, you still have to go through the owner and director's test.
Go on, Miggy.
I know, mate. I wish that was the case, just to make sense of it all, because it doesn't make sense, does it?
It's unfortunate there, Miggy. Grafted hard to chase Regalian down. Kicks off him against for a goal kick.
Do you think Ashley's doing something behind the scenes? No, mate. Just lining it, making sure that he's compensated for what's gone on.
If he would have done it already.
So
a lot earlier.
if Callum Wilson and Alan saint-maximin start, we win 50% of our games. Without them, it's 14%.
Jesus.
14%.
So with nine games left, or after this one 8, 14% is what, one more win?
Relegation. But we'll have Wilson back starting next. Well, you think it's Burnley, isn't it? That's a big one, because if we win Burnley, because Burnley got beat today, that'll only be 2 points behind them. Regardless of what happens now in this game.
Right.
So although I do think Burnley are going to be all right, there is that chance that we can pull them back in. Well done, Sean Longstaff.
All right. Good job.
Right, that's a poor kick by Dubravka, that. You cannot go on, Miggy. You cannot lose it there. Get rid of it. Yeah, well done.
Good job.
Grafted. You can see the way the game's going. I mean, it's 11 minutes now. It's all Spurs.
Yeah, this.
Would be great to. Yeah, it's just it's not going to happen with the Saudis, I don't think.
Good news, Freddie Shepherd used to get a lot of stick and put the club into debt, but he'd always go and try and get Newcastle that big signing.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
know Michael Owen never worked out, but at the time we were all buzzing that Michael Owen signed for Newcastle at the time.
Oh, absolutely.
Come on, Gil.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And he would always spend money. I mean, Luque was a disaster. Don't get me wrong, but it was a big signing because Luque was doing bits for Deportivo in the Champions League.
Jordan, I've gone 1-1, mate. Lee's gone 4-0 Spurs. And Brandon, what was your prediction?
Same as you, mate.
1-1.
Yeah.
And that's just from pure luck, Jordan. We know
Mine's
what
realism.
Yeah, Lee's the only one that's being real. I'm dreaming.
We know I am dreaming for most of the times.
Well done, Joe. He's held it up well there. Right, give it. Switch it.
Yeah, they do, Gareth.
Left.
Do look like they're going up, mate.
Shoot.
Nah, you're not getting a free kick for that.
Nah. Fucking. What's he doing,
You're not
man?
getting a free kick for that. It's too. He's strong as out. Joe Linton. He's flung himself to the floor.
Dayan, are you watching it through NFTV Extra rather than the main channel, mate? That's probably why.
Yeah.
Because we stream through both YouTube channels, Twitch. Are we doing it through Facebook today, Lee?
No, just Twitch and the two. Basically, the reason why we streaming for anybody, if we say we're live on NFTV Extra, we're trying to get the viewing hours up on that, which helps us because we're about 800 hours away from monetizing it, which would be good for putting more money back in. That's basically the idea behind it.
I mean, I think I'm being positive saying 1-1, Jordy. You've got Lee saying we're going to get hammered 4-0 here.
If it's less than 4-0, I'm going to come away being well. I'm not going to be happy, but not as angry as well because the Brighton one. I mean, that knocked me for 6. That
yeah, definitely.
That was the all-time low I felt all season. People are going to say every game's your biggest game. This one is not a huge game for Newcastle. I think the Brighton one was bigger. Bloody hell, Kraft going past one player. He's hit it. Got a corner with that. Done well there.
Yeah, it's entirely up to you, mate. What you want to do, entirely up to you. I take it you can't see much of what's going on in the chat. Entirely up to you, bud. Do you think, guys, things would be different if we had a full house every 2 weeks of glory? I don't know, because it'd be so toxic. Like, we'd all be on Steve Bruce's back, wouldn't we? And I think that I don't know if that would hinder the players even more, if that's possible.
You got 4 viewers now on NFTV Extra for the watch along. Hey,
it's all right.
Say hello.
Lads, please start streaming more content on Twitch. Quality is just better than YouTube. Yeah, I know, mate. We want to build our following over on there, like we do on NFTV Extra. It's just difficult, as it's more the younger community that use Twitch, but the video quality looks better. I do agree. If we could get all of you over there, the 25,000 subscribers that we're nearly at,
better. I do agree.
Then
I hear myself.
yeah.
I hear Carl.
I was just jumping on NFTV Extra, just like behind the scenes stuff.
Same for me. And just watching it as well.
Just putting it in a playlist.
Good crossing to Murphy. Good.
Yeah, hopefully, Jordy. Hopefully.
Oh, that came from the back from Sanchez. Good header from Gale, I think. That's a corner, man.
Yeah.
I'm thinking positive, Richard. I'll take the draw, mate, all day long.
We're
going to score.
How is that not a corner?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it is. Corner came off Tanganga. Yeah, it's given a corner.
Okay. I thought he didn't give it.
Oh, that's good news that Grealish is playing then. I didn't realise. Cheering on the Villa tonight.
Fuck it, I'm gonna put €20 on Villa to win.
Oh, don't do that. You'll jinx it.
Big spender.
You'll jinx it. If you had to take one player from Tottenham, who would you take? Like Harry Kane for me, mate. We need the goals.
Kane or Son will be.
Yeah, Son's unreal as well, actually.
Kane. I'll probably Kane because we need a goal scorer more than Son. But I'll take any of them in a heartbeat. Lucas Moura's underrated as well. I think his talent quality.
20 on Villa.
Brandon, you've jinxed it, man.
No, this is gonna.
Keep chasing Joe. Go on, keep hustling.
Go on,
it's
Joe.
fine.
Go on. Aye. Just short.
Go on, lad. Oh, well.
The Villa legend isn't feeling comfortable now. I put money on them.
We've got Burnley, West Ham, and then it's Liverpool, Arsenal, Leicester, Man City. Christ.
We might be lucky. We can be lucky against West Ham.
I think that Burnley game next week is going to be another crunch one.
Yeah,
definitely. Thoughts on West Brom's
That's a
5-2
must win.
victory over Chelsea? Do they have hope? No, they're not going to stay up, mate. They haven't got it in them to pull off that great escape again, I don't think. But stranger things have happened.
And Sean won the ball back really well there.
That's what's given me confidence that we could potentially pull a result out of our arse today. Because you tend to find when the bigger teams like Chelsea get dicked, a lot of the smaller teams get a result over the weekend as well. There's usually another couple of upset results to come. Let's just hope it's not Fulham against Villa tonight.
I think the benefit that we might have playing these big sides is that a lot of them are still in Europe.
Yeah, definitely. I know, shy. It's painful.
Come on, the Villa. A one-off special.
Yeah.
Should we extend our watch along just to watch the
100%.
Villa game?
Well, we've got the fan reaction on anyway, haven't we? So I'll have it on in the background.
Fair enough.
Give it, Sean. Well done, Murphy. Give it. Not too much.
Wait. Come on, Murphy. Murphy
Well,
plays
Gil,
pretty
what?
well, actually.
Oh, what a save! Oh, what a save!
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
What the?
hell?
How did he save that? Like
hell. A double save by Lloris. Fuck.
And you said he's not what he was anymore. Fuck me. That's a hell of a save.
Fucking hell, Dwight.
Fucking hell.
That's a Martin Dubravka save, man.
Oh.
Mental.
Second one hits a post, then him, doesn't it?
He's not give it enough off his left foot, has he? Because it bounced up in front of him.
I think it's hit the post and hit.
He was unbalanced as well. That's
Hit
why
the
he
post
couldn't
and
get any.
shit. Best chance of the game by a mile.
Hmm.
He like Gale with a rebound, hits the post and it hits the keeper.
Frankie, appreciate that, mate. Yeah, we've got 230 of you in. If you could smash the like button, that would be fantastic. What a miss.
Well, that was a great save, the header from
so
Rogger, where have you been? I've missed you. I haven't spoken to you for weeks. Oh, dear.
Oh, I hope that doesn't come back home. But more of it, more chances. That was brilliant. That was I was talking to you early on. Shelby and Gale link up.
Yeah. Dwight Gale's just missed 2 good opportunities, mate.
Oh shit!
Other than that, not much. Like
that's a
Tottenham
great
had
tackle.
Free kicks.
That was a great
Find
tackle.
him fall asleep. Steve, did you find him fall asleep? That guy haven't been sleeping for the whole night.
Has he not?
No.
Offside.
Well, Lee, what did you say about Lloris?
Yeah, I agree.
Lewis. Yeah, I said he wasn't he's good as what he is.
Yeah, it's been shocking, hasn't it, mate? Just come in here, we'll have a good crack, laugh it off. Sam, just out of interest, Sam, where do you think that we could potentially get those 9 to 12 from? Fill me with the optimism.
Ah, fuck.
I think we need 4 from the next 2 games coming up.
Yeah.
Because that run is just horrible. And then you've got, after that run, you've got Sheffield United and Fulham, the last 2, which might need to be 6 points.
Yeah. I'd have started Willock and Shelby together, probably. But I don't mind Sean Longstaff being back in the side.
Put his foot in a couple of times, hasn't he?
Yeah, as long as Jeff Hendrick's not in it.
I think if we pick up 6 points, we'll be safe. What do you guys think? How much points we need to stay up?
See, I could see Fulham winning 3 out of 9.
Yeah, as someone said in the chat, I don't think 40 is enough, and it may well not be.
It just depends what Fulham do.
Yeah.
Although Fulham are playing much better football, they're actually not scoring as much as what we are.
Yeah, and
haven't got a goal
right there as well. They've got some tough games coming up as well. I do still think that ours is the toughest run. I do.
Probably comes all down to the last game that we played in.
Yeah.
And I'm worried that our players are not up for that kind of game.
Hit it. Come wide. Blocked. This is our best spell in the match so far.
think when it really comes down to the last game, our players can't handle that pressure. And I think Fulham's squad showed.
It's
they
not a
got
free
it in
kick,
them.
man. It's too strong for you, man. You little fucking so-and-so. I was going to say something else there. I realised I was live.
Have you really?
You know, big game changer and all of that.
Yeah.
Murphy plays quite well. Dammit does so as well. Good cross from Shelby to Gill.
The first 10, 15 minutes I was a little bit worried, but the last 5, 6 minutes we've come out with Shalabit, yeah.
Jolinton plays strong, at least, holding the ball up better. Go right. Come on, Murphy.
Oh, he's done for pace. That's class. Pull it back. Oh, man. We'll just give Murphy a contract. Because he's a free agent in the summer.
Cross it. Go on, shoot it. Fuck me, man.
Oh, if we can get a result today, that'd be absolutely massive.
60% possession the last 10 minutes.
This is unheard of. Absolutely unheard of.
Spurs don't play the high press, though, do they?
No. Yeah, no, 100%, mate. Don't get me wrong. You know, none of us are fantastic. I just feel like we've got a tougher result. I'm just a bit worried that we haven't
it's offside.
got enough fight in us. That's what my worry is. I believe we've got enough quality. I'm just not sure there's enough fight.
It's way offside.
No VAR needed for that, like.
So Brandon, are you still unblocked? Just out of interest.
If I'm what?
Unblocked. I won't say anyone's name, but you're still unblocked.
Oh, I think so. Let me check. I got blocked by that other person though. So I'm almost there. I almost made it, but
that's why I say Newcastle fans should worry. Fulham have more points in them for the remaining of the season.
No, still unblocked.
Fair enough. Who's just slipped over then? Was that Sean? Sean Longstaff just slipped over.
What did you say, Lee?
The mole.
Yeah, he's me pal. I was surprising him actually commenting back to me.
Well, I think you could get 9 to 12 points from Burnley, West Ham, Leicester, Sheffield United, and Fulham.
That's positive.
Yeah, the West Ham and the Leicester games that I don't see us getting. I don't see us having a chance of getting anything from. But I agree with the other ones. There's potential there, definitely.
You're probably lucky that Sheffield United is already probably relegated when we play. It can be a good thing, or it can be a bad thing.
They'll be looking for their squad for next season, won't they?
Right. They might
Why though, Gib? Why would it be a blessing in disguise? If you're thinking about the takeover, mate, that's not happening.
Free kick. Well done, Miggy.
You become affiliated with us, mate. That's what you did.
What did anyone do?
But do you think you get? Yeah, if I'm in all honesty, I personally do. Lee does. Brandon's still quite positive. Still a lot of positive people in the chat, which is absolutely fantastic. I'd just struggle to see us staying up.
I think Brandon, you're the only one left in NFTV.
Probably.
Something drastic's got to change.
Got to be someone with a different kind of mindset.
Lee, did you know Fulham have 10 or 11 players on loan? It's a totally different team from the start of the season.
Yeah, they've been quite smart because you're only allowed 2 in England, and they've got all the rest. But they've got a couple of, like, for example, Aina, who plays right back, is English, but they've got him on loan from Torino. So they've got around it.
Jesus.
Came here for the Geordie accents. Aye, I've got plenty. Come my way, Howard. Sort yourself out.
Not much Geordie accent here, like.
Go on.
Go on.
Oh, and he hit it. Joe Lennon. He scored. Is he giving it? He's goal.
Get in!
Come on, Joe.
Oh, big Joe. Get
yeah.
in, lad. Fucking get in.
I think he's giving it.
There's no way that's offside, though. That's no way offside.
Get in.
Celebrating.
I wanted him to stop.
I didn't know whether it was a goal or not. I was like, let's see on this.
Let me check real quick.
So Longstaff has the ball back. He's on side. He's on side. Goal. 1-0.
Get in, lad.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, Jolinton.
You are the
Fucking
love
hell.
of my life. I love you, Jolinton. I'll let you shock you.
I'll let
my
you shock
wife.
my wife. Oh, Jolinton. I want Brazilian flair. Oh, from
Yeah,
the
he's,
angle.
in the end, he's
From the
all right,
angle.
Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce is all right.
Fuck Steve Bruce.
Get in. You love Spurs, doesn't he?
Listen, he does. I was just going to say, I knew should. I'm buzzing about that. Absolutely buzzing.
We're staying up.
How lads? Come on.
I got
I feel-
another beer. 2 seconds.
I am
Bennett.
pleased my 4-0's out the window. I'm very happy about that.
Ben and Simon are going to hate us on We Are Tottenham TV, bless them.
They're going to hate Joe Linton.
I know.
Oh, the Spurs are on the attack, yeah. Fuck. 1-1. Oh, it's 1-1, Harry Kane. Oh,
I just came back from my beer.
Oh, what is this bullshit? What is this bullshit? I can't. I just can't. I can't.
1-1. Defensive error, it looks like.
I came to get a beer. I come back and it's 1-1. What did I miss?
Fuck's sake, man.
What a joke.
Kane's free. And then
There's no way
Kraft kicked the ball off Kane. Oh, fuck's sake, man.
Shitty goal as well, man.
Oh, Kraft kicked
Neither
fucking
that's
Emil
offside.
Kraft, man. Emil Kraft, man. What? Whack it away, you divvy. Oh. He's fucking crap, Emil Kraft, like, isn't he?
Do you really think he is? Of course, man. Fucking hell.
Jesus, man. Undone. Fucking hell. I mean, what was that? 90 seconds between the 2 goals?
Fuck's sake.
Probably. It's a joke.
This is it. This is what I think we're going down because you can't make this shit up. You can't.
I'm sorry, lads, but that was appalling by Emil Kraft. That
Yeah, it was.
shocking. Just Welliot. Why you? He's passed it off his foot. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Still take 1-1, I'm not going to lie.
I can't deal with this emotionally.
What an awesome feeling for 90 seconds.
31 seconds.
Oh, 31.
I wouldn't say it was 31 because I was still undecided if that was a goal or not.
Fuck's sake.
I'd say the replay.
I was so
Never
happy.
easy.
No, I was so happy for 30 seconds. So happy.
Oh, fucking hell, Nelly goal. No, it was Dummett.
Yeah,
Fucking
Dummett
hell,
saved
man.
that, like-
Wake up, man.
Oh, no, Richie.
This
I
is
think
a
it was
problem
Richie.
now. We've just got a horrible feeling the floodgates will just open.
Come on. Come on, Joe Linton. Chase it down.
I
can keep it up,
just saw
you'll
expressions
do 1-1.
going mental and now he's going crazy. I can imagine. It was similar over here.
If you can get it 1-1 until first half, you might get a result still.
The thing is, we're probably just shaded going in front.
Well, like you said, we had 60% of possession across that period.
Just get rid of it, Murphy.
Goes to show what you can do when you've got the ball.
I just really hope if it stays 1-1 until the first half, end of first half, I hope he brings ASM in quickly.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's
Yeah,
frustrating.
ESM against Tanganga. He'll rip them apart.
It was a strange game, Toby, but they happen, mate. Look, Liverpool got absolutely smashed by Villa, didn't they? These games happen at the end of the day. You'll bounce back.
It's like we've parked the bus again.
At least the women are 1-0 up.
Good. Against Brighouse. They were second in the league, so that'll be great. Scalp if they win that one. Because if they win that game, they're in the third round of the FA Cup, and that's when you get all the big guns.
30 seconds, Tyler. Literally 30 seconds, mate.
Chris, man, Craft, man.
Oh, there's a lot of people in my WhatsApps taking the piss out of me.
Oh, it's 2-1.
No. Fucking hell, man.
Harry Kane again. Oh, fucking hell, man. Cannot even sit on a lead, man. It's kamikaze.
How is it, right? The defence capitulates when you go 1-0 up. It's 0-0 and you've done nothing wrong. How is it that you capitulate when you're 1-0 up?
Dummett, man, he's not watching the ball, Paul Dummett. It's a great finish. It's Paul Dummett not following his man.
It's not offside.
No.
Nah, it's Paul Dummett not watching his man.
Great finish from Harry Kane.
Yeah. Can I give that type of room? So Krath and Dummett now.
Said about Ndombele as well. You've got to watch him, man. What have we got to do?
Go and support Gateshead.
Yeah. Well, prefer Blood Spartans myself.
Gateshead for me. Well, having said that, though, I'm looking forward to getting back to seeing the non-league games again.
Yeah.
Well done,
I am
Dylan.
grateful for that 35 seconds.
Yeah.
Shambles, Toby. Shambles at the back, mate. I don't know if he's winding you up now.
Like that period for about 10, 15 minutes. Gale, that's double save from Lloris. And then the goal. It's like you're on top and just sloppy by Kraft, appalling. And then Dummett's ball watching for the second goal, man. In the space of, what was it, 6 minutes to 3 goals?
Yeah.
Concentration, man.
No, he's not playing, mate. He's on the bench.
Oh, let's get up the pitch, lads. Come on. Go on, Miggy. Right, we're going to throw in. That'll do.
No, beach you all.
So annoyed. The first goal was, mate, yeah, it was a Kraft slice.
It's more like a craft beer. It's a long throw in. How I get your head on this?
Yes,
Jamal-
Sam, I'll take both of them personally, mate.
Oh, keep this pressure on until half time. Oh, keep it going. Keep them in the run off.
Yeah, he's on the bench. I'm not sure if he's being hurried back or not. I don't know.
Been in training for like over a week now, ain't he? Oh, and whip this in. Oh, fucking shite, man, Carath, man. Lift it.
When's the UK out of lockdown? We're coming out of it now, mate. Slowly coming out of it now.
How can you play Kraftman over fucking me?
It's not even a Premier League football. I mean, you play for an average League One team. League One.
Hi, Bruce is your man. Terrible.
Definitely not. Oh, great ball. What a ball by Murphy that was.
Murphy plays actually pretty well. Oh, that
was on Gale. That was Gale's right foot. If he didn't slide there, Roden.
Come on.
Great ball, that.
He had to make that save, though. Roden.
They give you chances, mind Spurs, didn't they?
He's probably out.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Don't think he will continue much longer.
Kraft won his career from a cereal box. I like it, and I agree. Kraft is as much use as a Kraft cheese slice. I quite like those cheese slices, though. Especially for barbecues.
Go on again. Yeah, go on again.
But why that low, man?
Yes, Finn. We're all begging for a Villa win. The absolute irony. Yeah, he's not. To be fair, he's not having a good game, is he, Sanchez? Like Lee said, that Spurs back line do give you chances. I think this is the most amount of chances we've had all season.
Oh, this has got to go back in the box.
I think after Sanchez left Ajax, it has been going downwards from the start since he joined them.
In Abraxas deal.
Come on, keep this pressure up, lads.
We have to score a goal in 6 minutes.
Don't go back. Don't go back, keeper.
Mr. St. Helens, if you went down, do you think you would get back up with this squad? I don't think we'd have this squad, mate. I think we'd lose quite a few players. If this squad was to stay, I think there'd be enough quality there to get back up. But the likes of Maximin, Wilson, etc., I can't see them staying.
Go on.
They are.
Oh, it's going to be out, but it's still kept in. I love Reece has it. Just got to keep that pressure up when we come out second half.
You got the name. You got my name right this time. What did I call it last time, mate?
Do you know what I find funny? You ever seen that AFTV meme clips when they read out people's names? Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't.
It's like people put like swear words or rude stuff in the names by splitting the name up. It goes viral all the time.
Oh, actually, no, I have. I forgot. Oh, Renty's near me as well, isn't he? Don't know if you saw. Renty's near me because he's having to quarantine, isn't he?
Yes, yeah. Stuck in there for what was it? Is it 2 weeks? 10 days? Something like
10 days, yeah. I was going to message him, see if he wanted me to drop him a Domino's pizza round or something.
Do a video while you're there.
Yeah, get him to come on the influencer while we're doing it, just shouting out the window.
Go on. Oh, it's too strong, man. Fuck's sake.
Terrible pass.
Did I call you that? I apologise. I apologise.
See, I would have seen that as Mrs. the Lens one.
I did initially. I was literally reading it for about a minute before I made sense of it. Yeah, absolutely. Anything from the game is a bonus. 100%. 100%.
I like the Barbara Fay comment, Carl.
Pardon?
Barbara Fay comment. That's typical.
Oh, 100%. That's exactly what Steve Bruce will be saying at half time.
Have we ever been in the relegation zone this season?
No. Oh, my apologies, mate. My apologies.
Don't think you have, have we?
No, not yet.
We haven't.
Just be 2 minutes again before half time. That's a sloppy ball out by Roden.
Go on. Come on, Murphy.
Murphy's had a good first half.
Yeah, for sure. A few good crosses as well.
Like say more of Richie on this side though. I think that'll be the substitution ESM for Richie later on.
Gil had one good cross as well, but that's basically it.
Oh, bollocks. Well done, Richie.
Carry it, Richie.
One more attack before half time, are we? Oh, get up, Almira, man. He's now in it, that man. He's going to get a yellow. It's not in it for me, that. That's just pure strength.
Are you a Cardiff fan, Paul?
Cardiff City's home ground has one of the best atmospheres going.
I've not been fortunate enough to go.
Well,
not for the football anyway. I've been for the boxing, but not for
that
football.
0-0 draw when Kennedy missed the penalty. The atmosphere during that game, but the home support was sensational. One of the best I've seen from home support.
Yeah, we're not like possession-wise been okay. We've had chances. I'm not going to say we played poor because I don't think we have.
Funny
we
fact,
defended
by
not
the way.
very well.
Fun fact, by the way, Lejeune scored for Alaves.
What, today?
Mm-hmm. Just now.
Oh, he's literally just scored.
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
They were 3-0 down, but he scored the 3-1, 86 minutes.
ASM for craft switch formation. What would you go to, Senshi?
House of
Get Hammond now. Is not going to happen, Ethan, unfortunately, mate.
Nah, time's gone.
Oh, one free kick. Please score this one, like.
Have a good delivery. Beat your first man. Shelby or Richie?
I hope Richie. He might go for it. No, it's too far out.
Shelby. Oh. Give it back. Whip it in.
Come on, Miggy.
Joe.
Oh.
One. Oh.
Shoot. Corner. Corner.
It's giving a goal kick, ain't he?
No, corner, I think.
That'll be the last chance for the. See, they definitely give you chances. I think we can still cause one or two problems.
Yeah, this is more worried. This is where I'm at. I'm with Tyler here. Like I'm Tyler. I know your name's not Tyler, but yeah, this is a confidence killer. Play well, still getting beat. 100%. I agree. Like Joe Linton will be so happy that he scored, and he'll just be like, "What's the fucking point?" Like 30 seconds later.
The first rule is that we don't talk about it.
Like
second rule, Brandon, is that we don't talk about it. It's gone over Brandon's head, that, hasn't it?
Massively.
I watched that actually just last week with the Steph's never seen it, so I put it on for her.
Oh, really? It's been a while since I've seen it, to be fair. Great film.
First time I ever saw it, I was so confused because obviously it doesn't tell you till literally when he's in the building about to blow his face off. So I was convinced that it was a real person, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Half time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we've had worse halves of football. At least we've had something to cheer about, albeit for 35 seconds.
Yeah.
Them two errors, isn't it?
Yeah, that's literally what it is, though, isn't it? Like, we've given Harry Kane, well, the Kraft one, you've got to clear that.
Just can't well it. Just taps it off his foot.
The
second one is a good finish.
Fantastic finish, but again,
Paul
Dummett's let him go. Yeah. We sat off in Ndombele as well, and he's pulled out a good pass. Oh, frustrating. Right, I'm just going to quickly grab a drink, so bear with me.
What's your thoughts on that, Brandon?
Terrible. Well, we play well, but we cannot afford these errors, man. It happens all the time.
Isn't it?
Also
It's
against Brighton as well. It's we fucking each.
It's like Harry Kane, the best striker in the league, and you just gifted him a stupid mistake. Kraft, oh, I'm too scared. Ooh. And he doesn't even welly it. He just taps it off his foot. There's a goal. The second one, Dummett's drawn to the ball. Harry Kane smashes it. It's 98 now away from Shearer's record.
Still a long time to go. Long way to go. But
yeah, still 5 seasons, that, isn't it?
I mean, like, we make Brighton look like fucking Barcelona. And it's a much better improvement from the Brighton game, don't get me wrong. Especially with the team that's out. I'm kind of surprised, actually.
Yeah. I mean, a point would be absolutely a point against Spurs would be great. And I said 4-0, but I'll take a point, and we're still in the game. That's probably the positive, is that we're only one behind. We can still get something out of it. Spurs are giving chance. Spurs are giving chances. We've got to finish them. And I think we've been strong down the right hand side with Murphy. I think he's impressed.
Murphy's good.
Left hand side, not so much. I think Richie's been a little bit quiet. But I generally feel like we can get a Tanganga, definitely.
Miggy is crafting, but hasn't been dangerous going forward.
Yeah. ESM for me. Get him onto that side. Let him roam. Because at the end of the day, we're going to, sooner rather than later, we're going to have to start taking big risks and leaving gaps at the back, because we're going to have to start picking up points. I don't think it's this game, but I think it will be in the next few games. If we're not picking up points, we're going to have to start risking gaps at the back. If it means that we're getting on the counter with a goal, so be it. At least go down fighting rather than keeping it safe.
Yeah. Did we already have any members today? New members?
No, not any new members. If you want to click join underneath, we have exclusive videos every month on members. So we've got Ollie, who's a member there, who's just commented.
I think, but the biggest perk probably is as well the Discord server, where you can communicate to all the other members and talk about the match, talk about all kind of things, having banter there as well. It's starting to get a nice community. It's pretty good going forward.
Yeah, it is. Please join the membership. It's $1.99 and the other one's $4.99. I'm doing a $4.99 video in a couple of days about the carry on Twitter the last 7 days or so. So if you want my 50p thoughts on that, I'm sure you all know what I'm referring to. It's money goes back into the channel, which is always good, and we're improving it. There's quite a few members now we've got. I think it's about 50. It must be around about 50 now. So small community.
Well, according to some other men, we put it all in our own pockets. This money.
No, all the money goes back, and unlike other certain people, our money gets put back into the channel, and we share it as well, which is really important. Even things like with stuff that we do, like 3 Retro, BF52, Amazon, eBay, people push that and they make their own money from it, which is good. It's really good.
With the money that I earned with this channel, I bought equipment for it. I bought a better webcam. I bought a ring light. I bought a laptop. I wouldn't say that it is that much. It's a lot of my own money in there for the laptop. I took a little bit of money that I made. So.
Yeah, best way. Rowan's just said, I'll be disappointed if we get now. Spurs are there to be got. I totally agree. I think they're giving us a lot of the ball. They're giving us chances. Spurs have just been clinical when we've gifted them 2 gilt-edged mistakes. Crath is awful, makes me want to scream. Yeah, totally agree. And Ollie said, why are people having a go at Sean? He's been all right. Got a decent assist. Using a local lad as a scapegoat is ridiculous. Get behind him, man. I think he's put his foot in a couple of times as well. Got a great assist, great awareness for that. I don't think Sean's to blame for any of the goals. I think it's Emil Kraft and Paul Dummett asleep on the second one, not following his man. So no qualms about Sean. Would you take James Garner on loan, Harry Wilson on loan, and Max Aarons for 15 to 23 mil? Ask us that at the end of the season. Depends which if we're in the championship or not. Sean has been dreadful. I don't think he's been that bad as what other players have been. I think
defensively he's okay.
I think there's a few other players. I mean, they're showing the goal back now for the first goal. I mean, it's just Kraftman passes it into him. And there we go. Barbara has become a new member, which is fantastic. Nice to have you on board. Barbara, what you'll get now straight away is you'll get access to exclusive videos. In March alone, we've done 33 exclusive videos for members. 33, which is incredible. And you'll also get up to updates of what the channel's up to. I just put one out in the car. We've also got other stuff where the Discord, where you can chat with us directly. I'll post something later on today with a link for the Discord for all the new members who joined. So, Barbara, welcome.
I think the link is already in the community tab, right, on our YouTube channel.
I'll put it in again. I'll refresh. I'll put a new one in as well. Right. Steve, thank you very much for donating. It's absolutely criminal how Kraft is not only at the club but starting a damn game. Meanwhile, Clark is benched and Lejeune is on loan, and also Fernandez is not even involved as well. Yeah, they're just replaying that second goal. Paul Dummett, man, drawn to the ball. So poor that. But yeah, Steve, thank you very much for your donation. That's around about 350 in euros, I think, Brandon.
Something, yeah, 380 probably.
380, maybe £4 in pounds, because the pound's still better than euro. Stronger currency, it's not as strong as what it used to be, mind, because the pound used to blow everybody away. But yeah, thank you very much, Steve, for that.
Brexit all the way, right?
Say again?
Brexit all the way.
Do you want Brexit for the Dutch?
Yeah.
Do you?
I want all the European countries to have they, of course, they need to have trade contracts with other countries, but I don't like it that it's all getting sorted out in Belgium, like in Brussels. I'm a big fan, not a big fan of it. I think countries have to make their own decision about border control, about their market, the export and import. So yeah, I think we can all do it ourselves, and of course the EU is good if it comes to trading, but that's basically it. For the rest, it's terrible.
Yep, so Brandon's not a fan. He wants Holland to go like Britain.
Nexit.
Is that what you're calling it? I'm not getting into that because it causes a lot of controversy, especially online. Do we still want Joe Linton gone? I'm on the fence. He's put himself about today, got himself a goal. I think you can't really fault Joe Linton's performance today. I think he's been one of the better players, and that goal should give him massive confidence. Steve, thank you very much. As Martin has commented, thank you for your donation as well. Poor pass from Gale. Brandon wants another world war. Well, you'll just rely on the British because everyone relies on the British, don't they, win the wars. Is that right, Brandon?
I guess. Because you won World War II as well, right?
Churchill all the way. We will all be speaking Sprachen die Deutsch, yeah?
I think it's more the Russians who gave up the most and won the most battles. But
well, anyway, because we went into across Europe.
Let's just say Russia made the biggest sacrifice of all the countries in the world. Population-wise, they lost a lot of men and women.
Oh, it's gone political. Robin said, welcome, Barbara. Lots of great content for the lads, for the members as well. Yeah, fantastic. It's growing. We're seeing likes because originally it was just me who was running it, and then Sam was on board, and Brand's on board. Johnny's been doing a lot. Carl done one the other day as well, waffling on. think Carl's going to be doing a couple of more as well. Toon Down Under, to be fair, he's been quality holding the ball up. This is in reference of Joe Litton. He needs to play for the middle to supply the wingers to cut inside. Joe Litton is okay. I don't think he'll get 20 goals in the championship, probably 10. Yeah. Brandon Farage. Do you know who Nick Farage is?
Yeah, of course I do. He started the whole Brexit
the DNP and
thing,
all
right?
that, and he just doesn't like people from abroad. So I don't think he'll like you much either.
Well, but he probably does. If he hears my standpoints, he probably does.
Right.
I'm pretty sure about it.
When you work and more money at the YouTube channel than Cashley does at the club, and yeah, thank you very much. I think that's a backhanded compliment. So thank you very much. Yeah, we do pump money back in to make it look good, sound good, feel good as well, and have the right team as well. We are looking to get one more presenter in, only one, towards the end of the season. So we'll be scanning whoever's interested in joining.
There's this comment. Oh yeah, this one. Wait, give me a sec.
Sorry.
Someone was asking how much did we pay for Kraft? It's 5.4 million euro.
About 5 million.
More than Steve Rife paid his members. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lee.
Just to point out, that wasn't me who said that, because you know that'll come back and haunt you now. You'll do a documentary on you now.
Sorry, man. Yeah, sorry.
You're gonna be the face of the internet bully of Steve Reeve.
No, it's just a bit of banter, innit?
Sure.
Is Brandon leaving? No, we hope not. Brandon is actually becoming part of the YouTube team, actually. He's going to be pushing NFTV Extra a bit more, which he is with Howie the Mag. And he's going to learn his trade, so to speak, because we're going to need a lot more online team where we hope a match day team and we can get back to going to games.
So basically, to wrap it up, Martin kind of took me place, and I'm like in between both, probably.
Yeah, Martin's my new Facebook admin, helping pushing that. I mean, the Facebook page is just gone mental at the minute. It's every time I look at it, it's got an extra 200 people liking it. So it's on 46 point something thousand.
I think 2 weeks ago it was still at 42, and now it's already to 46. It's mental. Don't
go, Brandon. Emmy's not going anywhere. Kevin's not a big fan of that other channel either. And Carl's stirring the pot.
No comment.
And no, it's a full compliment to yourselves. Ashley tried to get involved in my club Rangers and took us 2 years to survive from this 4-month reign. M's not a big fan of the other channel. Never is Chris.
Oh, he started something off now.
Don't care. He started it.
Definitely look at young defenders. George Sanchez from Club America, Mexico. Would he get a work permit? Obviously, we're not part of the EU, as Brandon touched upon, which is a big say-so on how we get people, because I think it's gone back to the old days now where you've got to play a certain percentage of international games to get a work permit in the UK now. Steve said the real important is Brexit is Ashley and Bruce. Got to learn. Martin's in the comments there. Got to learn. But slowly learning.
You'll get there, Martin.
Another one who's not a big fan of that. Carl, what have you started? Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, he blocked NFTV for no reason whatsoever. Let's be honest.
I think the most worst thing he did is having a go at Kendall and Saf. That's for me. And he is fucking someone's mind up who's still at his team, in my opinion. But
Sam's going to be so upset that we're talking about this, aren't you?
You've got every single person now talking about him.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Anyway, the players coming out
back
again.
Back to the game.
Carl, I'll let you have control again.
I don't think it's a wise idea.
Yeah. Say what you want, as long as I'm not involved, because I always seem to get the heat.
Oh, yeah. It was all me. 100% all me. Why don't you get Steve Rife on the show? Brave up, lad. I don't know what... Well, to be fair, we don't want to be associated with it. He blocked us anyway.
If it gets worse, who's coming on?
Who's coming on?
Son.
Oh, shit. Yeah. What was he going off?
Tried to speak to him, he ignored me.
Who's going off?
Don't know, but Son's coming. Vinicius is off.
Vinicius?
Vinicius off, Son on. So Spurs get stronger. Great. Come on, boys. How are we? We're kicking off.
Yeah, let's try to stay positive. We actually have a go at Tottenham, so who knows?
Difficult second half coming up.
Go on, Miggy. Ooh, corner. That was gone wide anyway.
Right.
Luis didn't need me. Luis wouldn't have known, but that shot was gone wide anyway.
I think it's important you touch it. You never know. I hope Richie takes the corners from that side. I like more if Richie takes corners than Jonjo, because Jonjo seems like never be able to defeat the first man.
Oh, let's get this back in.
Oh.
Is that your dog, Carl?
That is my dog, yeah. Yeah, live goals. We try and do as much as we can with every channel, to be fair, mate. We like to collaborate with everyone and vice versa.
What was that like? Oh, wait, man. Yeah, we should play Hendrik now.
What?
Just checking if you guys are still listening.
Get ASM on.
Yeah. Ooh.
He's the only really attacking outlet that we've really got because of Nate Carroll.
10 out of 4.
Nice, give it.
Yeah, he's injured. Get him off. Get him off on a stretcher. Lee, what's going on, man?
Got me a remote.
Red card for Son. Let's go. You still don't have that cover for what you can buy on Amazon of our page. On the Amazon, that Newcastle United remote control cover. Have you seen that one?
What? On what page?
On the Amazon of Newcastle fans. You can buy that remote control cover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can buy loads on our Amazon page. I update that once a month with new products.
Definitely need to get him on. I feel like it's not even that, mate. Honestly, it's not. No, we're just having a bit of banter. You know, like I said, happy with to collaborate with anyone. We are just we don't agree with certain things and vice versa. A lot of his old content, you know, some of it was okay.
Go on, Murphy.
Yeah.
What is VCV? What is it?
Oh. Murphy's had a good game, like.
Yeah. Apart from that one cross that Shelby put in, he's kind of invisible. Not terrible, but invisible.
Go on. Oh, shot was going way wide. Go on again. And again.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
Chances again.
Yeah. But you just feel if Tottenham really cares and they're taking the brakes off, they can score a goal anytime, like they did in the second half. After we scored, it seems like they woke up. And they
yeah,
2 goals.
Since Son's now on the pitch, King can drop deeper now because he's got runners. What do you make of Jetro Willems' little flirting coming over?
Yeah, I've seen that. Interesting.
But as well, he said. But he said as well that he is surprised that all the time he is doing something involved around Newcastle that he immediately gets linked again. He said on Twitter actually that he's only need to pick up some stuff, so that can say something else as well. That he's probably not returning anymore.
He's came over before just for 40 hours. He came over when Wijnaldum was playing. It's only like an hour. What is an hour flight from Amsterdam here? It's not long.
1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, he probably, if it's true what he's saying, and he just have to pick up some things, his stuff basically. Then
You want to hang out with
might be
VSM?
even worrying. Mm.
Notice VSM hasn't been posting much about his family life on Instagram as much of late.
Go on.
I haven't paid much attention,
Oh,
to be
maybe.
fair.
Was it?
Out wide. That's it.
Okay. Go on, Matt.
Oh, Sean, man.
Big ball.
Cheers for the 4-0 tip. Well, it could be 4-1.
What minute you're on, Lee?
50.46.
I think if you pause it 2 seconds, we'll be even.
This is very true, mate. We got something to celebrate for the first half.
51:01. 2 now.
51.04.
Okay. I'm now at 10.
Yeah. Corner for Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
Stop it, Lee.
No. Come on, the 2 now, eh?
Lo Celso.
Get rid of this. Well done, Jamal. And again.
Oh, hey, Martin. You got
Fucking
it.
hell, what you doing? Free kick.
Do you think that we're that desperate, James?
Like against a big 6 side, this team's given loads of chances, and we're only still got another 40 minutes to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if the last goal against Spurs from open play, I believe it would have been Joe Linton.
It was away from home last season, yeah. Red hot day. When Johnny was more interested in the cricket because England won some cricket match or something. Celebrating that, I'm going, what you doing? I'd rather celebrate Newcastle winning.
I just got a strange feeling that Joe Linton probably scores another goal.
That'd be nice. Bruce needs to do. It's far too often that he doesn't know, isn't it, mate? Unfortunately, he leaves it far too late.
He has to bring on ASM now around this time, I think.
Depends how fit he is, isn't it?
It's probably, you don't know.
It's a good ball again by Murphy.
Good work, Miggy. Good work.
Wouldn't mind saying Miggy actually on the left side.
With ASM on as well? I don't think so, right?
Well, you could play SM for the middle of the right. I think just Miggy works better on the left. I think Tanganga, whoever plays on there, is not getting tested enough for me.
Yeah.
The young lad, and he's had the game pretty easy today. Because Richie doesn't take players on, he goes deep. What a challenge. Shelby hard, but fair. Fair though.
That's probably a yellow. Nothing?
That's a fair challenge. Then we've got Joe Willock as well. We can bring him on.
Yeah.
You'll love to play against Spurs, being a gooner.
You would think if you're 2-0 behind, you would put on Willock and ASM same time instead of Shelby and Sean.
Give it Richie.
Go on, Jojo. Go on. Bad ball, man. He's still in.
Oh, a ref.
Hey, ref.
Rich says, let's hope you're right, Brandon, about Joe Linton. Diane says she deluded about Joe Linton.
Cheers, Dion.
I was so happy for that. Bless you, lads. You deserve it. Oh yeah, nightmare Barrington, nightmare. Great second finish from Harry Kane though.
Matt Ritchie looks injured.
I didn't see the replay, but like Lee said, on the face of it, in terms of real time, I thought it was just a hard challenge, fair challenge.
I think he's talking about the foul that was made on Miggy.
Oh right,
But
okay. My apologies.
But that was in the 16-yard box, so I think he don't give it because it's if he gives it, it should be a penalty, and it's probably too late for a penalty. Like what was that, John Joe? It's crazy. Attempt stats: we have 15 shots and 5 on goal, and Tottenham has 4 shots and 3 on goal.
Well, you know, I thought we played well, and that's why
we look a real threat. We got our sleeves up.
And I'm confident if we play that way, we'll go into the next game against Burnley and we'll create stuff.
Come on, Sean. Aye. Not good enough.
Didn't foul him. Well done, Murphy.
Murphy plays well, really well.
Love it.
Like Robocop, proper Murphy, because Robocop was called Murphy. Murphy.
I think he's probably the best player on the field now for our team.
Yeah, he's had a good game.
Yeah.
Fan reaction is myself and Brandon, I believe.
Yep.
What you got there, mate?
This is what I drink in Slovakia. It's like egg liquor from eggs.
It's like H2O, doesn't it?
Well,
what flavour is it?
Eggs.
Eggs?
Yeah, man.
Eggs flavour?
Yes, it's made out of eggs.
I got this
for the first time at my mother-in-law in Slovakia. It's pretty good.
You're married now, are you?
Yeah, probably.
So what do you drink it with? Not straight, surely.
Straight.
Why would you just want to taste eggs straight? Like I don't get it.
It's good, man. Seriously.
I don't. Yeah,
that makes English different from me.
Yeah, what?
I'm always a little bit weird. You know that, like.
I'm confused. Like I'm good. I'm all. You say that again, Lee.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm all for drinking liquor straight, but eggs, I don't get it. I don't get the appeal.
Extraordinary.
It's actually good.
20%. Fair enough.
I might
looks
actually
really nice, and I thought it was going to be like it's orange and passion fruit and mango or something like that. You know, what flavour?
I got a good one. I got a good one for you.
Eggs.
I got a really good one.
I've not heard of that. Like, you must be your.
This is quality stuff. This is rum, Suriname rum. This is
cinnamon.
Good shit. No, this is just rum, gold rum.
Oh, I thought you said cinnamon rum.
No. Borgo. It's from Suriname. Oh, you had cinnamon, but it's Suriname.
Got you.
This is proper. It's soft rum.
Right, that looks more appealing than blood drinking eggs.
But it's like 40%.
Put them on.
This is it. Everyone's saying like, is it eggnog? And that's what I kind of established it to be. But why would you just drink that straight out of the bottle? I don't get it.
Just go and stick them on the
sipping
pan.
on my eggnog, yeah. Grog for the crew. You've been had with the eggy aid. Love it. What's the texture like? Is that like eggs as well?
Well, it's a little bit. It's like Bailey's. It's like Bailey's, really, but then with egg flavor.
Poached or scrambled?
Yeah.
I think he said it was 20%, mate.
You guys keep taking the piss out of me anyway.
Someone just got
I can handle it.
Loads of eggs and put it in a blender and just said, there you go. Stick it in the fridge for an hour, it's fine.
Interesting.
Well, we've learned something new, everyone.
This one is 20, and this one
Brandon
is
drinks eggs.
40.
Do you think we bring on? Yeah, I think we need to look at it. Absolutely. You have to be fried drinking that. So, what are you telling me? Right, so you're drinking your bottle of Grolsch. You've not finished it, and you've just had an egg chaser, and then you're going back to your Grolsch.
Yeah. Why
Fair
not?
enough. Fair enough, mate. I'm just making sure.
I'll show you how I drink when I finally made it to Newcastle, when it's possible again and pubs are open. You're gonna drink the same as me and what I do, and then
I think you'll find it hard.
It's gonna be an interesting night.
Eggs up, yeah.
So they can.
I think you'll find it hard to drink eggs up here. It's all beer.
Yeah.
Spirits.
Good content for the memberships program.
No, I'm happy to do that, but like I said, I don't drink that much anymore, so I'm happy to do that. But I will need to probably spend about a week in Newcastle because I'll be ill otherwise.
Get yourself to Cramlington.
Corner.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Newcastle United, 60th minute.
Get myself straight in the Concord Club.
Go on.
Go on.
Go on, Gil.
Hit it, Gil. Hit it.
Oh. Just wait.
Oh, I think
Joe Linton was offside anyway.
Must have been, surely.
That's Dwight Gale in a nutshell, sniffing around that box.
Yeah.
More delivery.
Have you ever had a battered Mars bar, Brandon?
He's on side.
Did I have what?
A battered Mars bar.
No. What's that like?
So it's like deep fried.
No.
He doesn't believe you.
I'm being serious. That is a thing.
It is.
So,
Should try it.
Basically, what is it?
It's a Mars bar that's basically been deep fried.
Mars
bar, yeah. Chocolate bar. You ever had a chocolate bar, the Mars bar?
What the fuck?
We've had 15 attempts. Spurs have only had 4.
So,
yeah.
Have you never had a Mars bar, Brandon?
Yeah, I did, but like fry it. What the
Oh
fuck?
yeah, deep fried, yeah.
That Mars bar ice cream. Oh, honestly, I could open that pack and just wallop 6 down straight away. The ice cream.
Do you like it?
Oh yeah.
I like the Mars bar.
Yeah, but after, what, a battered one? Yeah, mate, it's nice. You can only eat a bit, but yeah.
Okay, I will make
It's
a member
different.
video. I go down to the supermarket maybe tomorrow because I'm free, and deep fry the Mars and try it.
Do it. Brilliant.
Fucking it.
So how long you have to fry it? Like 1 minute or 2 minutes or what?
Yeah, not very long. Not very long at all.
You're just making shit up, man. Really.
I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. Honestly, ask the guys in the chat. I promise you, it's a thing. The more north you go in this country, the
And
more
everyone
deep
is
fried
making
it
fun
is.
of me drinking egg liquor.
Yeah, because you're drinking alcohol that tastes like egg. What? I don't get it.
Fucks you up, though. Don't worry about that. Like
Yeah, I can imagine that.
liquor, I hardly know her. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Right, so Tanganga's now booked. Let's get ESM on him.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar's coming on.
It's probably gonna take 10 or 15 more minutes before Bruce brings on ASM.
Lucas Moura off for Lamella.
Nathan, I'm not lying to him at all.
It's real. Google it.
No, not that comment.
Which one?
Ignore Martin.
Why?
Just because.
Why?
Martin has just been on the team and he's taking the piss already out of me. It's going the wrong way already.
I've not tried a battered cream egg. I'm not gonna lie. You're a twisted piss trooper. I love your name, but yeah, you're absolutely right. It is absolute filth. Where have you got that name from? I'm gonna go on YouTube and call myself Twisted Piss Trooper.
88.
Love it.
I'm just curious, where is the 88 for?
Probably his year of birth, isn't it?
Or is it already another?
Yellow card, done it.
Maybe there are already another 87 twisted piss troopers as well.
Good question here. I like it. Start one, bench one, drop one. ASM, Adama Traore, Rafinha.
This season, I take Rafinha.
Drop
Who would you
Traore.
put on the bench? ASM.
Yeah.
And then
I would
just
drop
leave Traore out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Fair enough.
Son with a free kick.
So Shane reckons you should drink the whole bottle.
Excellent.
That joke went over my head. Oh wait, I'll take another one.
Oh, fucking hell, I thought fucking Miggy was going to head in his own goal there. Another corner at Spurs.
I know earlier on in the chat you said that we wouldn't take Mourinho as manager. We definitely would. Definitely would. I don't think I'm out of turn. I think most people would agree with that, surely.
I take any Premier League manager in a job now ahead of Steve Bruce, and that includes Allardyce.
It's 2-1 to Spurs, mate.
How get up? Off the line, Miggy.
Oh, good save, man. Good save.
Off the line, Miggy. If it goes to 3-1, it's game hour.
Yeah, of course. Fucking hell.
How are Bruce sub time, man? How are we?
Don't know. I'm not a big fan of either, personally.
I think McTominay's had a better season.
I think McTominay is good. Fred,
Brandon, where's your shirt from, mate?
Free retro. Got it as a birthday present from Milas. She bought it for my birthday 1 week ago, or 2 weeks already, I think. 21
Links
of
in the
March.
description, Chris. Should be, I think.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
I saw on the video that I posted on Facebook that they think it is like a fake one, but it's not. It's from Free Retro. And they thought, because of me filming it myself, it looks like it's like on the right, but it really is on me left. On me heart.
The classics aren't allowed to show the sponsor.
Yeah.
Because they have to pay them.
Just go down to Free Retro.
How is Sean, man? It's another pass, man. And they're on the counter now.
With a lot of people as well.
Well done, Dummett.
Good, Dummett. I don't think Dummett has a bad game, though. Yes, it was a mistake.
Cost for a second goal.
Yeah, but besides that, he's playing.
We need changes now. We need
I think he does a better job than, for example, Lewis. Even going forward.
Freshen it up, make some changes. Now we've got 22 minutes left.
Plus extra time. Go on, Sean. Go on.
Free kick. Come on, Bruce.
Come on, Bruce.
Make some changes. How are you?
Talking to like a wall, to a brick wall.
Ah, dear.
Yeah. Ready?
There you go. 68 minutes.
20 minutes.
Could be a bit earlier, but it's not that bad, though. Would have liked to see ASM on at 60 minutes, but what about you guys?
At least he's coming on now.
Yeah. Hopefully 20 minutes is enough.
Go on, Joe.
Come on, Joe. Go on.
Pass.
Terrible. Well, at least we still got a throw in. Do you think he takes Jolinton out?
Joe Willock as well.
I hope he takes Sean out for ASM. What's going on? They're like...
Oh, well, let's whip this in, man. There's 3 in the box.
Go on, Murphy.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
you're
in.
having a good game. Oh,
Good
Kraft.
pass. Go on, Joe.
Go on. Shoot.
Oh, he's put it wide.
Oh,
Just wide.
that could have been a second goal, really. And some people called me deluded.
He's rooted as well, isn't he?
That's
Oh,
gotta be
it's a
on target.
shame, man. He's got to do better there.
Yeah, that has to be on target. That he's 8 yards out. He's rushed it a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He could have even taken a little bit more of time.
Yeah, he's just
Right, Gale's
he was
off.
just nervous there, wasn't he? He's got another second or two with that.
Dwight Gill off. Interesting.
Bloody hell.
Willock has to come on as well. For sure.
So Dwight Gale off for Maximin. Hopefully he can come on and bring a bit of spark. Because like people have said in the chat, we are still in this game. Absolutely.
He's playing up front.
He's put him up front.
Yeah, like for like.
He's played there before and it didn't work out very well.
Good job.
Who was
Murphy.
it against?
Oh, wait.
Can you remember in the chat? If no one can remember in the chat, when was the last time Maximin played up top and he didn't do very well at all? I can't remember who it was against.
Fuck, yellow card as well for John Joe.
I don't blame John Joe Shelby doing that because that's Kraft's
No.
spot. That's Kraft.
But it's a dangerous place for a free kick.
No Grealish.
Oh no, fucking hell. Oh.
Can I still wait,
Okay.
cash out on my bet? Actually,
It's going to be a decent game, that is, isn't it?
I put 20 on Aston Villa because I saw people saying that
Grealish
it
was starting.
but why are you laughing, Carl?
Just the fact that he's not starting now and you put it on because people in the chat had said that he was definitely starting. It's just made me laugh.
This is all the bad karma I deserved.
Yeah, I told you not to do it, didn't I?
You did? I should have listened to Uncle Carl.
Hit the wall again.
Their free kicks haven't been great, actually, by Tottenham. Kraft outplayed again easy. Oh, wait, John Joe. What is that like?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
Oh, well done, Dubravka.
Well done, mate.
Keeps winning the game, that.
Watch, Martin. Watch.
And Shelby's poor past that.
That's where it all started.
This you nail on the head, mate. Nail on the head. Makes no sense, does it? I don't blame you, Carl. Don't blame you at all, but we've all been there.
I really think if Newcastle was performing better, I wouldn't be drinking so much.
Now turn you into an alcoholic.
Probably. So if I ever need to go to a relegation center, I'm gonna send the bill to Charlie.
Newcastle, yeah. That's me.
Cheers. Is that the corona?
Is sneezing a thing?
I guess, I don't know.
No, do I?
Did anyone of you had COVID actually? It's only me, I think, right, of the squad.
Yeah, I'll get tested every week because of work and stuff. So
Every week, fuck me.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like the whole stick in your nose.
Yeah.
Terrible. I've been tested.
Because I have to go out and
tested
see
3 times.
customers, so I just have to be careful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been tested 3 times. I've tested 1 time positive.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I was just the once. I had a temperature for 3 days.
I remember
And
that.
I got a test literally an hour later. So I drove to Gosforth, got my test done, and I got a text back 48 hours later saying it was negative.
Hopefully, it won't be long before we can start being put forward for the vaccines and stuff.
Right, the Netherlands is so slow. You want to know how much we vaccinated?
It's doing too much.
By 28th of March. From 28th of March, we.
Joe Litton's got every right to question there because Joe Litton's just questioned ESM. Why didn't you pass it? It's got every right to.
Because he has no faith in him.
Who are you following, David? Sorry, Brandon. Who? How many was it? How many was it?
The Netherlands vaccinated 1.4 million people now.
Is that it?
That's it.
What's the population?
17 million. Well, maybe now 18.
Oh wow!
Ours is well over 30 million.
But we are a well-organized country. But when it comes to big organizations and procedures like this, we fail so badly because we want it all so controlled. And I don't know.
But is that partly because of the EU stuff that's going on as well? Because it's not just you, is it? A lot of the other EU countries.
Oh yeah. A lot of other. I think the UK is making big progress. USA does. Mostly because of Trump, but let's forget about that. No, but like I don't know. Israel was crazy with vaccination. Almost everyone there is vaccinated.
Yeah,
Martin had the vaccine from our team, and he had the shivers for days on end. Bless him.
Yeah, my dad was ill for a couple of days. To be fair, my mum was fine. Dad was ill, but my dad's a hypochondriac. To be fair. Dad, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
The Netherlands actually, the Netherlands actually stopped with the vaccinations of AstraZeneca
because of the apparent blood clot.
Yeah.
So this is what annoys me. Like the BBC, mate, put a big sensationalized piece out, and they can only attribute that 4 people have potentially died from blood clots that they think potentially have come from the vaccine. It's just like, why put a big piece out about it to sensationalize it and scare people? It's ridiculous.
But on the other hand, in the Netherlands, it's already 6 people who got it out of the maybe 400,000 who got AstraZeneca.
It's a really, really small percentage.
But yeah, it is. But still, but as well, it is. The group is 25 to 60-year-old woman. It's not affecting men yet.
Okay.
Probably it never will, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. You had the media pushing all the wrong numbers out, and then when we're getting it sorted, you then want to start putting pieces out about the vaccination being dangerous. Like, how ridiculous!
But I think this whole COVID thing as well. Not everyone is happy about their government and political parties anymore. How they treat things with COVID.
Yeah, it would be a different world.
Do you guys actually think Boris Johnson really had COVID? Because in the Netherlands, they think he made it up.
Oh,
so that sounded pretty serious.
Yeah, I don't know why he'd make that up. But I do, but like I can't.
Because he was first so against it, right? He was sort of COVID denier, sort of. And
right, didn't Trump come out? Trump say it's not real and all of this sort of stuff.
Yeah, then he got it. but he was working his ass off while he had it. So it affect like it really depends on the person, because I know young people as well who got sick of it pretty badly. Like a few of my colleagues, they're young, they're not unhealthy or whatever, or they're fit, and they didn't have really much problems from it. Or they had big problems from it. I didn't, but you also hear all the people who have physical problems and are overweighted and whatever.
Crath's off. Crath was the one who went off for Willock.
Good one.
Craft off for Willock, fair enough. I think what I struggled with at times is like I had someone that was living with his missus' family at the time, and his missus' mum had the virus, but there was 6 of them living in the house. So they obviously all had to self-isolate with her and just carried on as normal. But like none of them got the virus, even though they live with her, and they were just acting as normal. And I just thought, well, that's kind of strange. But yeah,
I gave my girlfriend on purpose the COVID actually, because she didn't get paid by her agency if she didn't have COVID, but she had to self quarantine because I had COVID.
Not only are you the more, you're spreading coronavirus.
no, but like if she would have had COVID and she could prove it, then she would have get paid while she was at home. And so I blew a few times in the mouth and kissed her a little bit, and then she got it the next day. It's crazy. But yeah.
you lost the plot. You're absolute nuts. Fucking nuts.
Could have killed her.
Nah. She's young.
Howie, 10 minutes left. Come on.
If you look on paper, we are a team. Like we have 18 attempts, 5 on target. Well, Tottenham have only, what was it? 5 on target and 7 shots.
Yeah, this is going to be a game where we should have got a point out of it. Yeah, Mitrovic's goal against Ireland, the chip. Oh, what a goal that was.
Oh
yeah, it's unreal. Loved it.
I love Mitro.
Nice to see the game hasn't changed. This is it, mate. You know what? You know the drill.
I'll be right back, lads. Getting a beer. Last time I took a beer, Tottenham scored, so I just leaving when Newcastle have the ball, right?
Spot on, Simon. I'm not sure what's worse either.
Go on, Nickers.
Oh. Manquillo coming on.
I hope not.
Don't do it. Don't go, Brendan.
Why, Manquillo?
Bloody hell, wishful thinking, James, but I like it. I like it. What have you got that? It's got to be close to 250 to 1.
Paquinho, the boss.
Manquillo for Murphy. That's Murphy was that niggle injury he's had.
Yeah, I'd go for Broke as well. Our goal difference is already shite.
Oh, fucking hell, Dummett, man. Dummett just pinged the ball at ESM like head height.
And, basically controlled it with his neck, didn't he? You know.
Well done, Willock. Out wide, Richie.
Drive.
Hold on. Whip this in, Manquillo. Corner.
What do you reckon it is?
Corner.
Why is Andy Carroll not getting a look in?
Well, if he is ill, then fair enough. But none of us will know yet.
What about previously though, where he's just been given an appearance fee?
Yeah, the last few seconds was just appalling. What was it when he came on? Was it West Brom? He came on the 93rd minute.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the point?
66 to 1. How is it not 500s? It's nearly the 85th minute.
Oh, fucking hell, Miggy, man. We're on the counter here, Spurs. It's going to be 2 against 1 this. Lamella.
Good, Dominic.
Kane. Oh, he's at the post, Kane.
Oh.
Phew. Keeps doing the game.
Gee, Chris, it would make sense. I used to love the long sleeve tops as well. If this finishes how it is, you're disappointed we haven't got a point out of it?
A little bit I will be.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know which the positions in both teams, you would say they're probably two mid-table teams on the average today's performance on both teams.
That's true.
Spurs have scored 2 goals from our mistakes. Go on. Go on.
Shoot.
Go on!
Shoot!
Yes!
Get in! Get in! Get in!
Get
in!
Fucking Guna scored against the Spuds.
Who's had the bet on for 3-2? I hope you win
Oh.
this, lads. I really do. I'm praying for you.
That was like slow motion because before he Ganson shoots Willock, I didn't know if Joe Linton got on the end of it.
Fucking
I
get
tell you,
in.
Matt Ritchie crossed from deep, Joe Linton on the end of it, back across. Miggy should have scored there, and then in off the woodwork.
Get
Joe
in,
Willock.
son. Nice one.
Come on. As I was saying, we fully deserve to get a point. Great finish.
Fuck yeah.
Come on, the 3-2. I hope you win.
This can be a final point, though.
Get in. He will love that being a goon as well.
Aye.
Get in.
Come on, Joe. Well done. 2 goals come from Joe today from our side.
Just concentrate and fucking don't concede after 30 seconds.
Fucking get another one.
I think we still have 7 minutes.
I was thinking.
But let's wait for the first 35 seconds. Let's wait for the first 35 seconds before we're gonna get our hopes up.
Yeah.
We'll park the bus now because he'll take a point.
For sure. What you want to say, Cole?
Nothing. I just don't want to say anything for the next 30 seconds.
Confirmation Almiron's been booked. Oh, he's given a free kick.
Ah, come on. That's light, man. That's
So long
fucking
to
light.
Didn't touch him.
That wasn't enough.
Hit the bar. Mate, he scored. It doesn't matter.
He hits the ball.
Gareth Bale's coming on.
Yeah. If this fucker scores against us in the 19th minute, I'm gonna smash me house.
Lost out there. Smash your house.
Oh man, if this finishes like this does, I can't believe how much I'll be back in Villa. I'll cheer if Villa score. I'll cheer. Oh, need a massive result, don't we, from Villa and Fulham today?
At least it's far out.
Gareth Bale wanted straight away.
If he scores this, I will hate Wales forever.
If he does, like, it will just be cemented that we're going down. Like,
Well, every
it's
time I
physically
support Wales-
impossible for us to stay up.
The only other time I support Wales is when one of their players plays for Great Britain. So the women are playing in the Olympics this year.
Does Britain have
That's what,
social?
that's what I
Yes,
was
do,
saying
man.
earlier, mate. Exactly. Where's the irony of us wanting you to win?
Gareth Bale over the free kick. Yeah, we're gone. Hour, thank God. That'll do nicely.
Get him back on the bench because that was shit. That's what I'd be saying if I was a Spurs fan.
Yeah, well, Pat Sign Ben was saying this was must win for them.
To break into the top four.
Yeah, must win because of their fixtures.
Yeah, let's go for the win. Go for the win.
I can't believe we scored 2 goals.
I
I
know.
mean, when was the last time we scored 2 goals?
Did I say I said 2-2 before, didn't I? I just say 1-1. I can't
1-1.
believe that we're potentially going to draw this. I'm going to shut up.
I even think Joe Linton's had a really good game as well.
He does against Spurs, doesn't he? He does.
Well done, Richie. He's won the ball back. Go on, Willock. Give it Almiron. Give it Almiron.
Come on, Jason.
Hit it.
Again?
Hit it.
Shoot.
Is that a corner?
Corner.
Aston Villa
Corner.
are always involved in our relegation scraps without fail. It is a conspiracy. It's on the corner. That it's a poor shot, actually.
Carl,
Very
can
poor.
you show my comment to Jamin, please?
Where is it? Right? Oh.
Because he was asking about my social, so there it is.
Yeah, if you follow Brad and he teases other people on Twitter, so you'll enjoy his Twitter.
Yeah, he's got it.
Awesome.
4 minutes. 4 minutes added on. Come on.
Let's go.
Just go for it, Bruce. Just do it.
Away the lads. Get in, man. We can do this. I feel it. If you really put money on 3-2 that and we score it, it's gonna be mental.
Good
he
lad.
has to be.
Join us. You'll never leave.
You know why? You know why it's a good show? Because of me talking about Trump. That's it. And being a Farage fan.
Coincidental 3 times, mate.
Good job, Los House. Come on, Joe. Jesus, man. Sean get outplayed there easy.
Out.
Hold it.
Didn't foul. Stay up.
Okay, stay like this. Give me 4. Clear it.
Push, ref. That's a push.
That's
not wide anyway.
Okay. New it is.
Push on. That was a push anyway.
Yeah. I think by far that would be declined anyway.
Does Lamella not look like a zombie he is?
Yeah. It's when we do the fan reaction, I'll have it on in the background, mate, so we'll be fully aware of what's going on.
Yeah, it should be full time. Last word comes out, should be full time.
Murphy, I think, is the man of the match, actually.
Yeah, he's had a good game. I think Joe Layton has as well.
Crazy enough. Finally, after 40 millions. I don't know how many games later, but he finally has a good game.
Appreciate that, Jamie. You absolute legend.
I think even Willett coming off the bench will probably get a 7 the minimum on the score on the players, whoever's doing that later.
Are we, is anyone jumping on with Ben and Si on We Are Tottenham Fans TV, or are we not welcome after this result today?
Well, I think I wanted somebody. I think he said in messages, but I'm going to be doing everything behind the scenes for the videos and last word. It'll not be me. I haven't got the time.
Do you think they have the balls to get me on?
I can give you their number, mate, if you want to speak to him. But we've only got 15 minutes, though, haven't we? Because we've got fan reaction.
New words, mate.
Like, is it Matt who's on the Matt on the instant? I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt. Matt is instant.
And I've got a 4 layout as well for scoring the players. So do you know that horrible when you put the message on the bottom and it takes off that? It looks minging. I've took that away.
Nice.
Who's on scoring players? 40.
40?
No, I thought you said 40. You didn't.
No. I would imagine Sam would be on it because Sam hasn't been on any.
Right.
Is Adam on one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. He is because he asked for the time for scoring the players.
Yeah. Sam and Adam and Matt, I think, off the top of my head.
Like I said, lads, we've got the fan reaction. We'll have it on. It'll be on in the background in terms of it's not going to be dedicated to it, but the game will be on, so we'll be talking about it with everyone that's involved.
Fuck it, just blow the whistle. I take a point today. Could have got more, but yeah, we could have got more though. Unless now
it's a bonus point, I think.
Go on,
go on, play him in.
Keep it. Go on.
Thank you. Last chance of the game here. Straight up until the
full cross, man.
Full time 2-2.
Woo! I'll take it. We'll take that all day long.
Yeah.
All day long.
2 wins and 21 now for Steve Bruce.
What a fantastic record. Jesus Christ. Oh my word. Mad.
So, that's a point game because I didn't expect Arsenal.
Definitely. Like, even though I was talking about us getting a draw, we don't expect it. Like, it's just one of those things where I wouldn't have been surprised. But on the other hand, could have easily seen us getting spanked 4 or 5-0. Like Lee said, there was so much opportunities being given to Newcastle from their back four. Standout players for us, Lee?
Murphy.
Jacob Murphy was really, really good, and I think Joe Linton. So it's between those two for man of the match for me.
I still think Dummett had a good game as well. Yeah, sorry.
Dummett, not for me. Cost with the first.
Nah?
Sorry, second goal.
Okay. Miggy had a good game, defensive wise. Cleared the ball from the line as well.
Yeah, definitely. Look, we know that, mate, but it's certainly better than not getting anything that we didn't expect to get from Spurs. Do you know what I mean?
But seriously, what else you expect against Tottenham? Really, we all thought we would lose. I got the stats on. I put a poll on, and I think a good 2/3 of the fans who voted for it thought it would be a loss. So I take a point, and if you can win from Burnley now, we're really pushing towards staying up.
I would personally, mate.
I passed. Just checked.
I would personally take him on a permanent. What about you, Brandon Lee?
Yeah.
Still Dewey out for me. Yeah, look,
Fair
easy. I mean, he scored a goal today, which is great. But how much are you asking?
Fair point.
Yes,
With
fair
him being
point,
English as well, it's always going to be an inflated price, isn't it?
10 to 15 million.
That's what I'd be happy to pay. I think they might charge more.
So currently we're 3 points ahead of Fulham, same amount of games, but they play Villa. So Villa can stop them winning.
Tonight is a big
Can we
game.
do this on stream? I'm going to get like. Are we all going to admit that we're cheering for Villa tonight?
Yeah,
today?
definitely.
I am all the way.
So
and you better do as well.
Come on,
you better
after 3. Let's give it a come on Villa. 1,
away to
2,
Villa.
3. Come on,
Villa.
Come on, for fuck's sake.
You know that's got to be clipped up now.
Oh, we need it though, don't we? We need it.
Totally.
Just imagine that Mitrovic is starting and he bangs in the winner against Villa.
No, I don't want to imagine that.
That's him shooting us to the relegation zone.
I want to see Traore bending one from the right, cutting in.
Yeah.
I want to see Watkins continue his good form, carrying on from England.
What's it? McGinn needs to have a good game.
He scored a double, didn't he, against the Pharaohs?
What time's Matt doing the instant reaction?
He's on at 5 past.
5 past. Okay.
So we've got Matt doing the reaction. That's only a 10-minute one, that one. And then 1/4 fan reaction with you guys. And you've got lovely me with a little intro on Manscaped. He'll enjoy that. And then it'll be 5:30. It'll be scoring the players. And then I think I'm on about 6 for the last word.
Sam, always like, yeah, mate, I'm the same. We've got to, haven't we? You're going to get me getting so much stick from the lads today. But yeah, we're all Villa. Good performance from Newcastle in the end.
They must be jerking off now, the Villa fans, us saying this.
Mate, honestly, it is what it is. We need them to win, don't we? So.
But even if they stop them from winning, I mean, the worst case scenario could be like for like. If they get a point, but it's a game less, that's the positive.
Yeah.
It all depends on what Fulham do.
Definitely. What we got now? John McGinn is playing further up top, so that's made us happy. Yeah, good player. Nice to see him hopefully get another goal, like Lee said.
Paul,
please.
Villa better don't let me down because I got money on you lads. So you better give me this double up on me money.
It was a massive point. It was, Brett. Huge point. Joe Linton scored. I need to pinch myself. I know. But yeah, I'm going to shoot off. So thank you to everyone for jumping in with us today. Absolute legends, keeping the chat alive. And yeah, don't take everything we said to heart. It's just banter. It's just banter. But yeah, thank you very much to Lee and Brandon. Thanks to Lee for all of the hard work that's been put in for the layouts, etc. And obviously doing the work almost an hour before we even jump on. So we've got, well, yeah, that's true. Got Matt jumping in with the instant reaction at 5 past, and myself and Brandon doing the fan reaction. Scoring the players was Sam, Adam, and Johnny, is it?
I think. No,
Yeah.
Johnny's at work. Matt,
Okay.
Matt, Sam, and Adam, I think.
And then obviously Lee to round it all off with the last word at the death. But yeah, we'll see you in the next videos. Stay tuned, and we will have the Villa game on in the background, so we'll have a bit of a crack with that as well. Take care, everyone. Speak to you soon.
Shut up, mate.